God, that is hot. I don't want the internet to bully me anymore. I just want a wide receiver. And he's gonna run it deep out of the end zone here. And he breaks free! They beat the Dallas Cowboys! You were twerking in my lighthouse. Dirty one.
Jimmy just stepped out. He stepped out the back of the end zone. And he threw a pick. Oh my God.
He still messed it up.
Oh, we still here.
It's caught! It's a touchdown! Caught!
Please not Jefferson Valley.
No! Yes! And there's cars everywhere! It is so bright. We raised $500,000. We have hit 400K! Half a freaking fracking million people. Touchdown! Jordan Love and Christian Watson!
It's frickin' frackin' time.
Grossi Posse Nation, welcome to an episode of podcast where you don't do Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom. It's frickin' frackin' Friday night. Grossi. What's going on, everybody? How we freaking fracking doing? Yeah, hair's sticking up a little bit. It's because I was taking it. You know why my hair's sticking up? It's because I keep on putting jerseys on and taking them off. I can't have. Every time I think free agency's done. Oh, okay. All the big news is all done. They keep on announcing more. Every moment of my life. Is there another news break? Is there another news break? We're good. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're alive. Barely, but we're alive. Pat! The St. Louis Cardinals win the World Series this year, and you can't say no. Also, Brewers kind of suck. You know what I have to say to that? Baseball. It's a sport. Ricky, Steelers got a Justin Field. Apparently, maybe, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I have no idea. Justin Fields, trademark it. That was the tumbleweed going through town. Rose Couture back in New York. Did I miss anything the last 2 weeks? No, not the last 2 weeks, just this week. That's it. Oh, Kyle Couture, I want to throw money at an Aaron Jones jersey. No. Miles would fire a Steelers fan. What the heck is going on? So apparently Kenny Pickett was the one who was like, nah, bro, I'm done. So the story is, at least how I read it, was that Tomlin basically said, hey, assured Pickett, you're going to have a chance to be the starter. And then Russell Wilson got signed. He's like, yeah, like he's going to get first reps. And Kenny was like, all right, deuces. That's what was reported online. So apparently they moved on for him. You know, he's going to go back up Jalen Hurts and then maybe get another starting opportunity after that. Maybe. Daniel, what if I were his teacher? Love what you did for St. Jude. Vikes fan reaction to signing Darnold when I still have 60 characters. Skull and baseball is awesome. Well, there you go. Hey, former teacher. Let's go. And then, yeah, there's no Darnold one. That came out super late. But don't worry, I got the Aaron Jones one. And I mentioned the Sam Darnold one in that one, I think. Matthew, with Tony. Tom, talk about Bills getting Curtis Samuel. Yeah, I think it's a good signing for them, honestly. I was a guy I actually mentioned on Monday before all the craziness happened about potential free agents the Packers could bring in, because like he's a solid wide receiver, and I think maybe you're going to get a little bit more consistency as Gabe Davis, you know, was the deep threat, but there were times, Bills fans, you know, where he could not hang on to the football, and maybe Curtis Samuel's going to help that a little bit. Anton, it's already got the Commanders picking first. If Jaden Daniels is there, I imagine it's going to be him. I imagine. So, Ray Tour, where are the odds of March? Indeed. Jonathan, if I love your hustle this week, the NFL has aged me 10 years. As a Packers fan, what teams scare you in the NFC, and why isn't it my Falcons? It's not that they don't scare me. I think the Falcons are going to be competitive. I mean, hell, the Falcons beat us last year. You know, they beat the Packers. So I think it's more the Falcons are going to be competitive within their division. They have a shot to win the division. I think they'll be going up against the Bucks for that. And then they could definitely win. So I just don't think that they're Super Bowl ready right this second, but we'll see what they do in the draft. And then for NFC teams, I mean, it's the usual suspects, right? The 49ers, the Rams, I think are going to be pretty solid. They lost Aaron Donald, but I think that offense is still going to be pretty good. Eagles and Cowboys will be there. But yeah, it's the Lions in the NFC North, I think, are going to be the closest proximity of an issue. Bees with a fire. Yeah, clearly cut Jones to open up 33 for another Packer to return. Daniel with dinner. Hey, Tom. Hope you're doing well. Just popping in because it's my best friend Jess's birthday. Hey, it's Jess's birthday. Let's go. Happy frickin' frackin' birthday, Jess. Hope you have a fantastic day. Let's go. It's great to see y'all in Indianapolis. That was a nice time. I know it was very quick, but it was a very nice time. On us with a tour. A fiver, excuse me. The market on Justin Fields just gives the Bears more reason to draft Caleb, honestly. I mean, like I said, when I heard at the Combine, it was already a done deal that they were going to get Caleb. That's everybody and their mom was saying it. Stern, Brown sweaters trying to kill each other, yet we are winning the offseason one nice pickup at a time. Hey, the Jerry Jeudy, I mean, you got him for basically nothing, you know? 808 Tour, Packers record prediction, Super Bowl or bust year. I wouldn't say or bust, but like the expectations are going to be to compete for the division and then, go further than they did last year. I see them probably winning like 10 or 11 games, I would imagine. Probably 10 or 11. David with a fiver saying, the devil refunded my soul after that terrible release of the Battlefront collection. Seriously, how do you mess up the re-release of the 20-year-old game? Dude, so I saw that because I was super pumped when it got announced because Battlefront 2, like the old Battlefront 2, man, like that was my game. Just playing Galactic Conquest, like my cousin and I used to just quote that at each other. And we would just play that until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I heard the servers were an absolute disaster, which is just disappointing. But I also think it shows like there is a craving and a market for a real Battlefront game similar to the one that was already made. Like if you like fully remaster that and stuff like that, look how many people want to play it. So it's there. Just make better games that aren't filled with microtransactions or a freaking live service. Just with a fire. Can't wait for it to return to Saxonville Abbey. Sorry, in the Mac of Jones in Tree's horrible UK voice. Hey, Armstead, it's gonna help. Ryan Victoria, you see the new promo from The Rock pre-SmackDown? I did not. I gotta be honest with you. I have had like no time. I was able to sleep for like 15 minutes because I was like, I'm exhausted. And then we're back here. So yeah, no, I have not had a chance to look at it. I saw Shogun this week. I'm really liking Shogun. It's pretty dope. And I also saw the latest episode of Invincible, which I forgot came back. Red with a fiver saying it would have been interesting if you went this year's draft, so you roast the Lions fans on stage. Yeah, but, they're hosting the draft. That's what I have next year for. Thor, keep rocking. Still praying for Bills Packers Super Bowl one day. I need it. I need it in my heart and soul. Heart. Theo, if I feel like Drake May is the next Mitch Trubisky, Sam Howell. Don't really trust UNC quarterbacks. I get it. I definitely get it. I will be very honest with you. I haven't looked into Drake May enough because Packers don't need a quarterback. So the quarterbacks that I've looked at Jaden Daniels a bit, looked a little bit at Caleb, but I have not looked at Drake Mays a ton. I've seen like a few pieces of tape, but I haven't done a deep dive, so I would not be the right person to ask for that. I'm sure like Brett Coleman or EJ have put out a thing about it. I haven't had the time. I'm like, the Packers aren't drafting him, so. Josh, it's been a while. I had a tooth pulled in January. Currently in between jobs and overall not a fan of 24 so far. At least the Chiefs signed a wide receiver. I'm sorry about that, Josh. I hope things get better soon. And they did sign a wide receiver. Great. So they're going to go to the Super Bowl again. Call with a fiver. Well, Perna's reaction be, Russell takes Steelers to the Super Bowl. I would die laughing. Look, what if Chernobyl didn't melt down? Ooh, that's a really good question, too. Yeah, Soviet Union probably looking a bit different, too. That's a good question. Manhattan Project failed. I don't think you're going to see, I think eventually it succeeds, either whether it's with this country or somewhere else, and then I think you're still going to run into an arms race. Market survived 29. I don't even know how it does. Honestly, after the Roaring 20s, the way people are spending credit, I don't even know how it does. I won the Chinese Civil War. Oh, definitely some changes there. TR beat the man. I won't name in 1912. Would have been a better place, Luke. Better place. Justin with tenor. Hey, Tom, should clarify something about a point I made during GPS. I said Harbaugh would target Brock Bowers. That was more reason they would trade down from 5 with the Vikings. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I don't think regardless of Bauer's skill set, which I think is definitely like he can be a weapon. I don't know if you go top 5 with him. I think that's a little rich for my blood. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's who they're targeting. They trade down. Lucky Tour. Chaos reigns even in free agency. Yes, it does. Go! With a fire, it's fire. You know what that means. Galactic Conquest was my game, and I always play as the Empire. Hostile reinforcement counts are diminishing. Come on now. Crash. Glad to see Dylan come back. Excited for the upcoming season. A lot of promise. Also, go Battlecocks. Yeah, coming back. A little bit of a wonky contract, but basically sign a year deal, and it's for super duper cheap, so there's no downside. If he does well, cool. If he doesn't, also works out. Jonathan, if I was a fair person to meet during the NFL awards, seeing Mark Murphy at the end, afterward, not meeting him, but like just kind of seeing him. I actually met his daughter, who was really, really nice. No, it was after. It was during Radio Row. Meeting Jordan Love was really, really cool. And Brian Branch and his brother and Aaron Jones. But yeah, no, meeting Chris Berman was definitely that was a moment from my childhood. Stephanie, with a 5. This is such a day. I opened up the stream to prepare for Q&A and slept through the first 5 minutes. Listen, I hear you. Justin with a 10. He's still doing 23-24 reaction videos. Yes, absolutely. Every team will be done. It's just free agency has been insane this week, and that's been the priority. So, and I've been traveling because I went to the Super Bowl and then the Combine. So yes, don't worry. They are still going to come out. If I'm trying to do scripted, but every time I try to do it, more news breaks. So I'm basically going to aim for next week getting the reaction videos back on track. Ghost with a 5. Week 4 final score, Detroit 42, Green Bay 21. Ooh. Oh! It's kind of like the first game that they actually played. It's not good. James with Terra. Tom, now you have a terrible towel lying around since the Packers lost to the Steelers last season. Can you give it another wave for me? Yes. I have to find it. Please hold. That's a Packers towel. There we go. Yep. No, don't fall. No. Oh, God. There you go. That's the one. I got this from Pittsburgh. Hey. Good luck with Russell Wilson. That's what I got for you. Bees with 10. The other NFC North teams just hold themselves back, try to poach out old Packers players and coaches. Seems the Lions getting away from that and building their own identity was a big turning point. I think drafting really well was a big turning point for them. Once they dedicated themselves to the trenches and building up that way, I think it was. But yeah, it always is a thing with Chicago and Minnesota that they always take our old guys. And it usually doesn't work out. Taylor, we're 20. Took vacation the last 3 in anticipation of my birthday tomorrow. Happy almost birthday. Though I can be productive and get things done around the house, but all I've done is drink beer and play Skyrim. Am I doing this vacation thing right? That sounds honestly phenomenal. I wish that I could just drink beer and play Skyrim. Also, what's that vacation thing you just mentioned? That sounds awesome. Nate with a fire. Tom, you think he's made the best offseason moves, not limited to free agency? I like what the Texans are doing. I'm a pretty big fan of what the Texans are doing. They're not getting away from their strategy of just like good 1-year deals to see if guys can play, and then they're locking up the guys they think are going to be good for their team, like Schultz and stuff. So, yeah, I like what the Texans are doing. Just out of fire. So, my bad on the needed clarification. Thoughts on the Eagles trading for Pickett and who trades for Reddick? I don't know about the Reddick one, but I think Kenny Pickett, the Eagles needed a backup, and you get a former first-round pick as your backup. You could do much worse. So, I think it kind of just fulfills a need there, Stuff, thanks for the 5. Appreciate you. FLG with a 5. Pickett leaving because he didn't want to fight for his starting job. Just dropped him down a notch in my book. Seems like Dallas is in rebuild now. Well, Dallas is definitely not in rebuild, but they're also cutting guys that Michael Gallup was not good and he hasn't been healthy, right? Van Der Esch, I like him a lot. I don't know. I don't know how much longer he was going to stay there anyway. So it feels like especially this offseason that there's a lot of teams kind of being like, okay, we need to like clean up around here a little bit and kind of like clean up for like cap space and stuff. And you see a bunch of teams going through it, right? You see the Broncos going through it. You see the Chargers going through it. I think Dallas is going through it a bit too. So yeah, it's unfortunately the bill eventually comes paid. I mean, look at the Saints too. Kyle with a fire. Love you, Tom. Hope you're good. What are the odds of Ravens actually landing Debo? He said he's not available, or at least for right now. So I see there's a few teams that are potentially calling about Debo, which would be interesting because I know that Ayuk has also been linked to the Jaguars. So I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be pretty crazy if it did. It'd be pretty crazy. Elite with Tour, thoughts on the Jags offseason? I like that they got Armstead. I'm really happy with that. And I'm glad that they didn't overpay for Calvin Ridley. Because I do think the Titans, while they needed a wide receiver, I think they overpaid for Calvin Ridley. Jake, what are some foods you ate after getting your wisdom teeth out? I'm starving, but I feel like I can't eat anything. Oh, it was like all like smoothies and stuff that you can't drink out with a straw. Yeah, no, it was just not fun times. It was just like soft, whatever it was. Inject with Turret. Tom, hope the stream's going well. Appreciate you, Inject. Appreciate you. We rocking. Tiger, what's up, Tom? When you plan on coming back to New Orleans? Because I missed you during 30 and 30. Also, thoughts on Jimmy G to the Rams? I'm not putting too much stock on Jimmy G to the Rams. It's a good backup. You know, I mean, it's obviously going to be Stafford. But I would love to go back to New Orleans. I will be very honest with you, though. I am not going back in June. The humidity there. Listen, it's hot here. We have humidity here. But boy, oh boy, when I went down to New Orleans, that was a humidity that punched me squarely in the chest. So I'm going to, you know what? February sounds like a great time. Maybe the Packers are there. Dominic, I think we can get maybe a Bailey. You should collab for Bailey's entrance. Oh, that'd be dope. Is that what, did she ask for that? Contract with Dave Fiverr. Legit lost my voice being big business live on Wednesday, but it was worth it. AEW building up a roster for the ages. They legitimately have some of the best wrestlers in the world. Like, it's really exciting. It's really, really exciting. Bees with fire. Did you capture the enemy command post? Yes, what cost? What does it cost? A command post. Accurate. Jack with Tour. What if the Vikings trade partner is the Bears? I highly doubt it. But it could happen, and it would take a lot more than the 11th and 23rd pick. Giggity Tour was the last two Packers actually retire a Packer. It's been a while. Oh, I don't even know. Like a big name? It was Driver, right? Driver did it, I think. Bill, Xavier McKinney gonna be my first non-New York Giants jersey purchase ever. Sign me up, Tom. I'm joining the crew on the side at least. Let's go. Tristan with a $5. Watch those wrist rockets. Also, I passed my freaking practice. Let's go! Congrats, Tristan. That's freaking dope. Let's go. And yes, wrist rockets. Alan with a $5. Hey, Tom. Haven't been here since regular season ended. My Jags got better because the center is much better and Armstead's much better than our DTs. Yes, upgrading center too. Love that signing. Ghost with Fire. Week 5 Monday Night Football against the Raiders in Vegas. Hopefully it goes better than it did in real life. Noel at Tour. Are you going on vacation or did that get canceled? Well, my vacation did get canceled. I was supposed to go to Iceland and then COVID happened. So that got canceled. I'm trying to move it for like the end of like the beginning of April a little bit. WrestleMania is first and then I'm hoping like that week after. Sports with Fire. We keep tricking ourselves into thinking this offseason means something when we all know the Chiefs will three-peat. Hope I'm wrong though. It's fair. Steven with Tyrant. 22, I went to Dallas to Jacksonville. It was overtime. We stopped them and only needed a field goal. Dak's perfect pass was dropped and pick 6. Sometimes a better team doesn't win. Crap happens. It's true. I remember that game. Reasons with Tour. Is Bills getting Curtis Samuel an underrated signing? I think so, yes. I think you're going to get a little bit more consistency than you had in Gabe Davis. Andre Suitzer. I don't think Tree could handle a full season of Russ and Fields if he gets traded there, but man, his reaction videos to them during the season would be great. Days of our Steelers. Come on now. Meadow with a $5. Would the Cards take Keenan Allen in the 5th pick for 4th? If the Chargers were going to start fresh, they should have tried to climb up for Harrison. No, I don't think so. No, Keenan Allen's 32 years old. Yeah, no, 5th for... Oh, that to move up 1? Yeah, I don't think so. And they might not have any interest. They might be trying to move down. FPS with a fire. As a fan team that regularly releases fan favorites, how long should I wait to light my torches and my pitchfork to go after LAC's GM? Just wait like 2 to 3 business days, and then you can really get the torch burning. Alex with 20. Tom, the Aaron Donald announcement was way unexpected. Would it interest you to know I saw him play at Lambeau in 15? He was a non-factor with 3 tackles and 0 sacks that day. Let's go. Packers usually contain Aaron Donald pretty well. I think he's only sacked Aaron Rodgers twice in his career, but yeah, I mean, he restructured his contract too on the way out, so they have a little bit more cap flexibility, but legitimately one of the most dominant guys, and I'll never forget this. I think I mentioned this on stream somewhat recently too. Vic. So there used to be an Ask Vic column for Green Bay, and Vic was actually a Steelers fan, which I was talking to somebody the other day, and it was amazing because he was a Steelers fan, and it kind of came out later that like he started leaning into it a little bit more, and people were like, "What do you mean you're a Steelers fan? You've been at the Packers forever." He's like, "Yeah, but I just work for them." And it was just hysterical. But I remember him talking about Aaron Donald like during like the Senior Bowl, and he was like, oh damn, like no, this guy's gonna be like amazingly good. And I remember just like remembering that and go, okay, and the Rams got him, and I was like, all right, let's see. And he turned out to be one of the best defensive players of all time. Gods with Terror. Just watched a documentary on Woodstock 99. I almost went, but didn't due to lack of money. Part of me regrets not going with all that happened. One promoter was a raging POS. Oh, is there the one on Netflix from a while ago? Oh, I saw that. Yeah, it was bad. Rams do a tour. What about Justin Fields? I told you the market wasn't going to be crazy. Crab with 249. Stroud and Mixon. Texas Swarm. Texas Swarm. Christopher with 5. Tom, better hope Jordan Love isn't Mac Jones. A great first season falls off hard after. Also hope Joe Judge and Matt Patricia are in your next OC. I think we'll be okay. Ghost with 20. Quiet. Do you hear it? Do you hear the music? It's beautiful. Sorry about Aaron Jones going to the Vikings, but to be fair, really need a good running back so bad right now. Yeah, no, I'm curious to see how he's going to do for you guys. Like, he's probably going to, against us, probably do well. But yeah, I mean, they gave him a year, $7 million, which is kind of about right. He's 29 years old and does deal with some injury stuff. But yeah, no, I love me some Aaron Jones. Justin with 10. I do wonder if Flight 93 got off on its scheduled time at 8. Does it hit its intended target? Oh, that's morbid. I don't know. I don't know. That's a question. That's a question. Monkey Tour, do you think the Vikings are cooking? Yeah, without a head chef. Steven with a 5er. Rashawn Jenkins, who got the pick 6, got cut, and Trevor Lawrence hasn't been the same since. Karma. I don't think it's karma for him doing his job, just because he beat the Cowboys. Joe at a tour. What'd you take on Campbell signing with the 49ers? I'm kind of like whatever about it. Devondre Campbell, to be very honest with you, I mean, I know you guys got like Oren Burks too for a while. He just wasn't great last year, and now he's on Instagram saying like how he was so misused when the Packers were the guys who like found him and like he won an all-pro with them. So it is what it is. I wish him well. I met him at the NFL honors. Yeah, if you could get the best out of him like we did a couple years ago, then he'll be good, but I don't think he's going to solve your immediate woes and probably will wind up being a stopgap. Cecilia with a hundo! Say happy Friday night, Tom. How you doing? How are the puppies and kittens? Glad you enjoyed the Kraken gifts last week. I did. I washed everything too. I took them out of the dryer. One of the stuff is, the shirts I didn't dry because I'm hanging them right now. But yes, everybody's good. Moosey is not really limping anymore, so that's good. He seems to be limping far less. I got to take the gatos to the vet next week because they got to get their shots, but everybody's good. The zoo is good, especially during these insane times. And plus, it's been like 65 degrees out, so that's been pretty dope. That's been very nice. Theo, what other sporting events do you look forward to after the NFL season ends? Well, the NFL season like never ends, but I'm excited to see like the NBA playoffs and NHL playoffs. Double with a tour. Did you ask Roger if the Pack wins Super Bowl? I did not, because we all know who the real scriptwriter is. Let's see. K with a 5er. When I'm in an all-in competition, my opponent is the Cowboys. I'm still waiting for them to show up. Hey, that's that long snapper. Reasons with a tour. If you go to Iceland, try Greenland shark. I won't eat the shark, but I've been to Iceland once, and it's beautiful, and I would like to go back again. And 7 with a 5er. Hey, Tom, playing MLB 24 on my online team. It's called the 50 Kitty in honor of you. My question is, what are the team colors? They gotta be orange, right? Come on now. Gotta be orange and black, right? Little 50 for the kitty. You got it. Jason, how many wellness checks did your neighbors make after their road streaming, or they ask what happened? Oh, no, I think at this point, like, that's not even a top 5 thing I've done out there. I mean, I've climbed a tree as Wildflower and sang Seasons Don't Fear the Reaper. So, not even top 5. JMB, what are your favorite TV shows, Tom? Looking for good shows to binge. Okay, Blue Eye Samurai was one I saw recently. It was really good. The Bear is really, really good. I'm just going recent shows. Not recent shows. The Leftovers is one of my favorite shows ever. It's 3 seasons. Really, really good. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is a tough binge, but it's very, very good. Other shows. I loved Lost back in the day, but I can't, like, in all good hardness, recommend it. I'm trying to think of other things I've watched. Invincible's been solid. That just came back. Been enjoying that. And then other shows right now. Watch House of the Dragon. That was solid. Last of Us adaptation was good. Yeah, True Detective season 1, incredible. Season 3 is pretty solid too. Christopher Tour, at least Aaron Donald got a Super Bowl ring. Yes, he did. Ray with a 5. If the Greeks didn't exist, how different is the Roman Empire? Completely, because basically, they're one and the same for a while. Hercules with a tour. Rogers for VP, no thanks. Don't need ayahuasca. That's the least of the concerns. Sean with fire. If anyone's watched the movie Draft Day, they can see the resemblance between Bo Callahan and Pickett in looks and probably NFL career. Ooh. Steven with fire. Cowboys won 6 straight versus the Detroit Lions, including the postseason. Poor Lions. Oh, they barely won that game. Talk about karma. That last one. Tune with a fire. Spent 2 days in LA, and now I'm back making more content. There we go. There we go. Back on that grind. Jack with a tour. Highly recommend Shogun. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Thoroughly enjoying it. The Americans. I actually watched like the first 2 seasons, and then I just like fell off, and I just didn't get a chance to finish it. Conundrum with a tour. Visiting the Combine this year. Coming to Detroit. I did go to the Combine already. Yes. Detroit, I'm not going to go for the draft. I'm going to go next year for the Packers. Power with a tenor. The Wire is very strong. Recommend. Season 4 if you've been in education. Yeah, The Wire is always on my list. I just have not had a chance to start it. Daya. Hey, Tom. Hey. Nick with a fire. Cody and Seth going to take down The Rock and Roman night 1. No, I think they're going to lose, and then you're going to have an insane main event. Sticks with a fire. Call me crazy. Think we could use one of our second rounders for a player like T. Higgins or Jonathan Allen. G5 with a fiver. Steelers fan. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know. Does with a tour. Jags with Ayuk. Battlefront loss is so hard. Yeah, I saw it was bad. Ayuk, yeah. I mean, he's been rumored. But then again, Debo's getting rumors too. You know? Who's taking the pin? If they want to be really ballsy, make Cody take the pin. That'd be dope. And he wins it the next night. Gods with a fire. I just want to throw the boys out there. Yes, the show The Boys is very, very good. I've never seen it. Homelander is the great best villain since Darth Vader. Dude, he is so good. He's so good. Yes, I'm very excited for the new season that's coming out in June. Very, very excited for it. Justin Fire, how can they mess up Battlefront 2? That's what happens when you done mess up your servers. Steve with fire out the other 5. You should be happy we own your division rival and can't beat your team. Oh, I'm very happy about it, Steven. Don't worry. I'm very, very content about that. Anthony with a tenor. Tom, I gotta know. Does Perna act the same off camera? Also love Ben. Yeah, Perna's the exact same. Exactly. Like, Scooter and Perna are the exact same. And I have talked about this too. When Treat came into my house when we did the Packers Steelers a few years ago, he came in, and at that point, like, Jade was still living with me and stuff, and walked in and was like, hey, how are you? Like, walked to the bathroom, like, very soft-spoken. I was like, okay. I was like, you good, dude? He's like, yeah, I'm good. Got here, and I was like, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Turn on the stream, and he's just like, Steelers got a show! So that was just phenomenal. Hey, Thomas Cowboys fan. Jerry Jones signing a long snapper is clearly part of All in the Plan. Or the All-In plan. Just wait and see. It's all part of it. Have I seen any Apple TV shows? Yes. Severance. Phenomenal show. Ted Lasso's over. Saw that as well, too. What's the other show I've seen of theirs? Shrinking. Shrinking is literally like one of my favorite shows that came out in the past like couple years. So good. So good. Caleb's going to end the Rodgers love ownership. That's what I heard about Justin Fields, though. So we'll see. Bees with tour. Ever catch up on Gen V? Yes, I actually binged Gen V like over like a Friday. I think like on a Friday, Saturday, I watched it. And it was kind of like adult X-Men. I liked it. On this with a fire. One out of Chargers fan field with Quentin Johnson being their wide receiver 1. Yeah, that's maybe it could get better. Maybe. I did watch The Boys. Yes. The TV show. Yes. Very good. Joshua Turner. Falcons have a quarterback. Bart is whelmed. Dirty Birds. Gotta dance, baby. Gotta dance. Drew, the blood power is crazy. And it's so, like, seeing blood bending done well, too, was awesome. It was awesome, because it should be, like, low-key horrifying. Oh, by the way, speaking of, and I'm going to stand on this. Okay, so I'm going to be very honest with you. I haven't seen a lot of movies recently, right? Especially in theaters, because I missed out on seeing it. I've caught up on a lot of things. I saw Poor Things, really, really liked it. Kills of the Flower Moon was the last one I saw. Saw Dune in theaters, really enjoyed that too. American Fiction was very, very good. Iron Claw was very, very good. Saw The Zone of Interest. That was a time. I still haven't seen Godzilla -1 because it's not available anywhere. But one movie that, going into it, I did not have a lot of interest because I thought Miss Marvel could have been better. It picked up at the end and got better. And then kind of they were not promoting it well at all. And it looked like kind of just Marvel has not had a good track record recently. But last night, I'm doing work and I was like, you know what? Let me watch the Marvels because it's on Disney Plus, right? I have Disney Plus, so let me watch it. Is that movie going to like move mountains or win anything? No. But damn, for the amount of crap that movie got online, it was a fun movie. The Flurkin scene, I was legitimately laughing my ass off. Like, it was a solid movie. And I feel like it would have fit very well in like a phase 2, phase 3. I just think because of how disappointing a lot of the Marvel movies have been recently, like it got a really bad rap, and plus there's other reasons why. But yeah, no, like it was a very, very solid movie. Like I was laughing at parts. Like they didn't do, like the villain was boring, you know, and like the last fight was okay, but it was pretty solid. It was pretty darn solid because I had like no interest because I was like, okay, like this doesn't, like even the trailers, like they tried to like be like, oh no, it's his next big thing, but we kind of just knew it was like another edition and like we knew it was coming out on Disney Plus. I was like, okay, whatever. Like I'm not gonna go see it, you know, during the season or anything. But yeah, no, it was pretty solid. It was pretty solid. It was a fun movie. JMB with 10, just finished watching Dark. Oh, Dark is so good. Dark on Netflix. It's in German too, and I do read the subtitles. I don't. We're not doing dubbing around here. Dark is one of the best written shows, and if you can, and it is tough. It is tough to follow. There's a million names. They're all in German, but if you can follow it from a sci-fi perspective, it is so good. Highly recommend. The writing's phenomenal. And they had a new show. I was going for a season when they were on a boat. That show sucked. It got canceled. It was not good. Waiting for The Boys season 4. Dune 2 has been amazing. As a fan of the books, they were faithful. I've seen so much, and I love good monologues. Dune 2 was phenomenal, and I cannot wait to go see it again. Funky to fire. Tom, first, who operated the camera when you went outside? Secondly, who do you think about the commies free agent moves? Ooh. So, like, it's interesting you mentioned about the commanders because I've seen, like, a lot online about it. And like Austin Eckler would have been exciting for me for like a couple years ago. I'm not as excited, but I hope he does well because I like Austin Eckler a lot. I think they're making a lot of solid moves. And I think that they could. I'm not completely sold on them just yet, but I think that they've made a lot of solid moves that in a complete and total rebuild, they're doing the best they can. Yeah, it's just nothing like, oh man, overwhelmingly exciting, if that makes sense. Bees with fire. Confirm on Perna. That man will talk the same level of smack in person. It's phenomenal. It's true. Dude, Scooter. Oh, I can bench that. No, you can't. Goes to bench it, can't bench it. Yeah, I would have, but I was, we did this calisthenics thing for a month, and Shane's like, no, you did it. We did it for a week. He's like, it was a long week, though. It's just Scooter. Neo to fire. Who's shooting the walk of the street portion of the Packers Titans vids you did this week? I got people. Dave, what a tear. My favorite show of the last 5 years, Reservation Dogs. I've heard really, really good things about that. Very, very good things. 3 incredible seasons on Hulu. Everyone go watch. Also, I thought Fields would be a better backup for Hurts than Pickett. Might be a better fit. That's fair. Very different play styles in terms of like Kenny Pickett. Monk with a tenor is a Jets fan. Glad a Red Bull fan for F1. Team doesn't have any drama going on currently. As long as you close your eyes and plug your ears and go la 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 la. I want a team with no drama. I feel you. Quentin Johnson Jefferson with a fire. Don't want to be wide receiver 1. Come back, Caden Mike. Please come back. I love it so much. I love it. I have not watched the holdovers yet, but I hear good things, and I did not get the Dune 2 popcorn bucket. Meadow to fire for Chaos and Dry Perna Insane. Bears offer Fields to Denver in exchange for pay for Russell's dead cap. Go full tank Broncos 2 for the meme. For the memes. Armchair with a tour of the Marvels was like a sloppy Joe. It was all right. It was good. I mean, I will be very honest, right? Card craze, yeah, like the hate that it got was insane. And again, it fit like in a good phase 2, phase 3. It felt very much like an origin movie. Like, and there was some goofy stuff, but it was like a comic book movie. So I thought it got hated on way too much because everything I heard, they're like, this is one of the worst movies ever. Bro, if I'm being honest, Ant-Man 3 was worse. Ant-Man 3 was worse. I'll stand on that. Again, I'm not saying it was amazing, but it was good. It was good. Guy that they fired. Had to catch GPS late. Pat's de facto GM is former Packers guy Elliot Wolf. Oh, I know. Ghost with a fire. What's your thoughts on the Vikings could trade a QB like Drake May? Also thoughts on the Fallout show. Can't wait for Vikings 23-24 reaction. Listen, they need a quarterback. So whoever it's going to be, they're going to, if Justin Jefferson stays, which likely he's going to, he's going to have good guys to throw to as well. So they'll be in a pretty good position. And you have Aaron Jones. Fallout show, when it first got announced, I was like, all right, how are they going to mess this up? First trailer, I was like, all right, it's the last trailer that came out, and Walter Goggins is in it too as Ghoul. It looks like they got the tone right, and I really hope that they hit a home run because it could be so good. So good. So good. Funky Editor, cheers for subtitles over dub. Come on now. Just gotta read. Gods What They Fire. So extremely burnt out the MCU. Endgame truly was just that for me. I feel that. No, I mean, like, I haven't watched Secret Wars because people were like, it's garbage. And I was like, all right, it didn't look good either. I watched all the shows except, I think Secret Wars. No, not Secret Wars. Secret Invasion, excuse me. Right? That's what it was. Secret Invasion. Sorry, Secret Wars was coming out. Yeah, I didn't watch that. And then The Marvels was the only one. The Marvels was like one of the first Marvel movies in a long time I haven't gone to see in theaters. And I just watched it. It wasn't bad. Mr. Arturi, you think Caleb lives up to the hype in the NFL? Depends on what your expectations are of him. I think if he goes to the Bears, temper some of those expectations the first season. Could get there, though. Topher Tour, Tom, how would you recognize when going somewhere? It depends. I went to trivia last week with a couple friends, and I got recognized there. It's happened more the past year or so, and it depends on where I'm at. Like New York, I usually it's not much, which I'm very okay with. Then I go to Green Bay, and it happens more frequently. JMB with a terror. Dark is amazing. I never loved time travel until I saw it. The acting is the best I've ever seen. I also love every episode in season 2, season 3. Had 10 plot twists. My girlfriend was in love with Jonas, which I hated though. Dude, legitimately, it is such a well acted and well written show. And if you like sci-fi and like time travel, it is like the show. It is the show. EXO, come to Iceland. Be prepared to be. It's going to be hard being vegan outside the capital. Oh yeah, no, I just gotta go to the grocery store. Triple A tour. Grossi, hit the Randy Orton pose. Come on now. Hey, nothing you can say. Better theme song than voices. Yep, I'll say that. Diego to fire. Just got my do not see popcorn bucket and went to go watch Love Lies Bleeding. He's like, sir, is that the yes? Joshua to 125. Play any of the Persona games, and if so, what was your favorite? Also love the free agents videos. Appreciate you. I have not played any Persona games. It just never went into my wheelhouse. I hear they're good though. Cave on fire. Are you more of a movie or a show person? Personally, more of a movie person. It depends. I think over the years, and especially after COVID, I became more of a show person. But I have actively tried to go and see more movies. Ghost with a tour. Halo TV show, worst adaptation ever of all time. I heard the season 1 was bad, but I heard season 2 got off to a good start. Did it not go well after that? Whip with tour. Tom, think about Jags free agency, A through F. I'd say a solid B. I like the upgrade center, and I like the Armstead, and they didn't overpay for Calvin Ridley. FLG to fire. Thank you, Tom, for including the road scene for Henry. I appreciate you truly empathizing with all the team's fans. Hey, that's what I do. That's what I do. There'll be a Vikings reaction. Don't worry, Isaac. There will be. Jimbo, Packers fan of the year. Who would you pick for Vikings GM and coach to ruin them for 10 years, and why is it Gettleman? Gettleman with, Gettleman with Urban Meyer as their coach. I think that'd be good. Good. Anime? Yes, I do watch some anime. Yes. Not as much as I would like to, but am I a Stranger Things fan? Yeah. I mean, do I remember what happened? Barely, because it's so long between seasons, but I'm glad that it's finally the end. JMB Tour shows better. More time for development and story. Yes, which is... So I actually love the point that you brought up, because I mentioned The Leftovers. Legitimately, and I've said this a bunch of times on stream, it is one of my favorite shows, especially for character development. It's why I liked Lost for a really long time when I was growing up in high school. Character development, it's one of the best. So a show, you usually have more time to do so because you just spend more time with the characters, right? So for example, not putting myself anywhere near the same level, but that's why for the sagas that I do, you have so much time to get to know the characters because they have like the first 8 weeks, they're kind of just interacting with themselves. And you kind of get a sense of who they are, because I don't know who they are most of the time to begin with. And then like they get a personality and they kind of develop that character as time goes on. And you could go through more arcs. And I think that if you could spread arcs over seasons, it could be a really powerful thing, which is why when character development is done well in like a 2.5-hour movie, I have even more respect for that director, whoever it is, because they were able to condense all that development into one movie. Now, of course, you could drag it out over like a trilogy or a saga or something like that, and you could kind of still get the same effect. But to do it in like a 2-hour movie is super duper impressive. Gods with Fire, darkest, most convoluted show I think I've ever seen. However, it was a good convoluted, which is rare. Agreed. Ghost to a tour. Nope. Still worse than picking Levi Brown over AP. There you go. Axel, which I played Balatro. I have not. I don't even know what that is. I don't even think I've heard of that one. KC with a tour. Where the hell is the Bills season's reaction? I'm 99.9% sure that came out like months ago. Hold on. I'll let you know. I'm like 99% sure that came out months ago. It came out when they lost. There's the Packers. Patriots. No, that's not season. Yeah, it came out. I'm watching it right now. Came out January 23rd. So there you go. Let's see. Andre to Fire. Can you explain the reason for your Commanders fan personality? It's a DC Navy. I don't get it. It's still funny though. Oh, it's from the East Saga. So back in 2020, when they were the Washington football team, I created a character for the East Saga named Wildflower Turquoise, WFT, and that's why Wildflowers just stayed around for the entire time. So yeah. Guillermo with Fire. How's it going, Tom? Just got off work feeling good. How many more pieces do you think the Raiders need to be playoff contenders? Dude, your defense is right there. Your defense is, I think it's already there. It's your offense. That one, I think with Gardner Minshew, you could do some damage. But yeah, you definitely need some pieces. Definitely need a few. Or with a Fire. Tom, you'll take a vacation since the season ended? No. Don't worry. I'm going to try to end the 5-year drought of me not going on vacation. I'm going to try. Giggity to Fire. What's an upcoming movie, TV show, or game you think could go, I'm definitely dedicating time to this now, no matter what? It's a great question. House of the Dragon, because it's not a huge commitment. Like I'll be up on Sunday. It's the off season, so it's easy. Honestly, The Bear and The Boys, kind of same thing. And yeah, movie was Dune 2. Dune 2 was, I haven't been in a movie theater since, it's been a while, for months. I cannot wait to, and I'm going in IMAX. So Dune 2, like I set aside time. Like Combine was going, I was like, all right, as soon as I'm back from the Combine. So, Gallaudet Tour. How will the Rams defense be without Aaron Donald? It won't be as effective, but they need pass rushers. You know, they definitely do. And when they get some pass rushers, I think they'll be okay. George Smith Tour. What position did Howie still need to fill? This might be a little controversial. I think they could still use some safety help, and you'd be like, Tom, they just got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back. Yeah, I still would draft one. I think I would. Maybe draft another, like some more depth at O-line, maybe potentially, but you could just do that in the draft. You know, Deadpool 3, I am excited for. I hope it's good. I have a feeling it will be very good, but yeah, I think it'll be solid. It'll be definitely solid. And it's the only Marvel movie coming out this year too. So yeah, Wolverine will be in it. Apparently, Cyclops there potentially might be there. So that'd be cool. So. Packers were to travel to London or Brazil. Would you organize a group travel package to enjoy the game with NFL's Fan of the Year? Oh, that would not be my wheelhouse. Absolutely. Yeah, so I get very uneasy about like that kind of stuff. We would have to go through like a third party that was very, very trusted to do so. I don't want to take people's money and be responsible for their travel plans, because if something goes wrong, yeah, that's not good. No good. V-Man with a Fire. Tom, I encountered someone on Twitter so dumb they thought that Germany won the Blitz on London. Back to football. Thoughts on the Jets moves? Well, listen, the Jets, you got a little bit better on O-line, so that's good. So that's nice. And your quarterback wants to run for VP. So yeah. Ride with a Fire. The Pickett stories are true. LR won't miss him one bit. You're not wrong. Janine Couture, a sci-fi fan. Are you a Whovian? If so, which Doctor? I've actually only seen a couple of episodes of Doctor Who. I've only seen a couple. That's it. That's it. Justin with a fiery scene. This is Spinal Tap. A very long time ago. Yes. Turn up to 11. I'm all with a 2. Have you seen Godzilla -1? I have not. And it makes me very sad because I want to go see it in theaters, but it was during the season and I literally could not escape to go see it. It is probably number 1 on my movies that have come out list to go see. Kevon 20. I like movies better, especially ones that are one-off movies. You make a good, great movie with cool cinematography, music, and story character development in a 2-3 hour time frame, and hits harder for me. Yeah. I mean, some of my favorite movies, right? So, like, I bring up Arrival all the time. Great sci-fi movie. Love it. And it hits hard. You get character development. You have an awesome concept of, like, an alien invasion story from a different perspective. There's not a ton of action, but, like, it's just really good writing and good acting. We're rocking. Then you have Whiplash, another favorite of mine, where you can just have, like, this character development, like, told in a very short movie. Yeah, it's great. Gods with Fire prediction for the Chargers. They draft Neighbors and they keep the 5th. Ooh. They could. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Daniel, 41 months. Let's go, baby. Let's go. David Tennant's awesome. David Tennant's freaking awesome. Thoughts on the Texans? I do like what they're doing. I think they'll miss Cashman a little bit, but I do like what they're doing. The Batman was the longest movie I've seen in theaters. I've had that hot take ever since the Batman came out. I think the Batman has one of the best Batman intros. I think the Batmobile chase is one of the best that's ever been done. I think the way that they approached him being a detective was insanely well done. I think that movie was too long. I think that they kind of lost themselves in the sauce a little bit, and it kind of got a little convoluted to the point where I was like, okay, now it just seems like they're just going through the same thing. It's like, oh no, another it just kind of, it got a little old for me, and I think they could have trimmed it down a bit. Jet with a 552. Tom, awesome to see you again. Last week I went to Chicago. One final teddy bear toss this season. Taking 69 Easter themed toys. Your thoughts? That sounds pretty dope. That sounds pretty damn dope. And also, nice. JMB Tour, did you like Tenet? People either love it or hate it. I did see Tenet. I saw it at home. And I was like, what? I will be honest. I like movies that make you think. I was confused as hell during that movie. It was cool, but it definitely was not my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. I'll say that. He's made much, much better movies. Oh, Killers of the Flower Moon was great. That was a great movie to see in theaters. I really, really enjoyed it. Zack Snyder's Justice League, hell of a lot better than the other one. Hell of a lot better than the other one. King Andrew! I did see Oppenheimer. Really enjoyed Oppenheimer. That was very, very good. That was very, very good. Yeah, Joker 2 coming out. Hearing the Batmobile literally roar to life was dope. Oh yeah, I saw it in IMAX. It was great. It was awesome. I just thought it was a little bit too long. That's just my opinion, though. Lifeless with Fire. Haven't done this, been here in a while, but hello there, General Kenobi. How we doing? How we doing, Lifeless? Let's go. Let's go. I did just see Poor Things this week. It was not this week. It was last week. I don't know. I don't know time anymore. I saw it last week. I really enjoyed it because, oh no, it was this week. When the hell? I think I watched it at like probably midnight. Yeah, probably. So I watched it. Oh, was it the night of the Oscars? Okay, so it was Sunday. So once Emma Stone won for Poor Things, I was like, huh, okay. I didn't expect her to win, and I wanted to see it. But then I realized that it was on Hulu for free. And so then I went to go see it, and I loved it. Come on back to football. It's a Q&A, baby. People ask questions. I provide answers. We talk about it all. So there's a lot going on in that movie. There's a lot going on. But yeah, definitely deserved that Oscar. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Jaguar season reaction video. If I haven't done that yet, no, they'll get done. They'll all get done. I just had to have the time, and this week I've had no time. LQ! I'm a finals week away from finishing my junior year of college somehow. I don't know what to say, so insert a Brian Branch joke. Love you, posse! Let's go. And the final season of Coach. The final season of Coach, LQ. Cross, I think Hollywood to the Chiefs is a solid signing. I think they're still going to draft a wide receiver, though. I think they should. This year's next season, yeah, it'll happen this year. And then, yeah, 'Twas the Night. I just ran out of time. I ran out of time and I was away, so it made it difficult to do. Dune 2, just talked about it. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Perna needs to watch Coach probably in the offseason. Probably in the offseason. Favorite anime? I really like Death Note. That's an old, easy answer. DBZ I grew up with. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, of course. But, yeah. Pretty good. Justin with a 10. Was watching Ironside, 67-75. A great TV series. Need to watch it. In the opening intro, the music using the intro was later used in the Kill Bill films. Ooh. And you know what? Speaking of Kill Bill. Keeping of Kill Bill. The Combine Shoes, Martina, that's going until the end of the fundraiser's still going on, folks. The link is in every single description. We already passed our goal of $5,000, so we raised over $5,200, so I appreciate you. Yeah, no, we're going to do it at the end of the month. So don't worry. Sour if they fire. What's worse, seeing Aaron Jones to the Skull chant or seeing the Vikings draft a franchise QB? It's probably the Skull chant's bad, but if they're actually competent with the QB, that'd be pretty bad. But anyway, Kill Bill is one I need to go back and watch because I feel like I've only seen it a little bit. I have not started writing the script for last season of Coach yet. I have not yet. Dolphins with a fire. Tom, let's get nuclear. Chicago trades the #1 of the Chiefs for Patrick Mahomes. I agree the Batman need a couple scenes cut. Why not? Go crazy. Go crazy. They'll find a way to ruin Patrick Mahomes. Find a way. They'll find a way. I worried the Bears might finally beat the Packers. I'll believe it when I see it. Believe it when I see it. Haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen it in 5 years, so that's it. What exactly does Perna have to do for the Taylor Swift punishment? If I'm not mistaken now, he's got to watch the Eras thing that came out yesterday on Disney. He's got to give a detailed report about it. He's got to dress up as Taylor Swift. He's got to talk in song lyrics, and he also needs to buy a blow-up doll and a Travis Kelce jersey and sit with it while he is on clickbait. I think that's what it's to turn into because he's just lost the last, 4. They're just pretty great. God's with a fire. It's bad if a movie wins Best Picture. I want to watch it less. I've lost all trust in award shows. I usually don't put a lot of stock in award shows, to be honest with you. But there recently, it was okay, let me check this movie out. You know, especially if it's free on streaming and stuff. So I have seen the Pirates movie. I haven't seen the last one though. Astronaut with a fire. Thoughts on the Bears Riverfront Doom Stadium proposal? Yeah, that I saw a bits and pieces of what they were doing with the stadium, and it just seems like it's a mess. And I'm just like, okay, all right. Fat Batman, yeah, I need to shoot that again. Again, folks, I have not stopped working since the end of the season, so there has been no downtime. Joe, if I what position you see the Chargers selecting with the 5th pick, or you see them trading the pick? I can definitely see them trading the pick. They do need tight end, but I don't think they go top 5 of that. I think they're going offensive line. But they need a wide receiver, too. So wide receiver or O-line, I think, first. One prior to fire, what scenario troubles you more for this season? Keep Fields or get Williams? For me, keeping Fields for this year. I'd say keeping Fields. The consistency's there. They bring in another weapon. Yeah, I'd be more concerned about keeping Fields for this year. It's on the lake, not the river. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate the correction. I think The Dark Knight Rises is great. I don't think it's better than The Dark Knight, but I think it's a good movie. Do I hate the Vikings or 49ers more? Vikings, and it's not even close. 49ers are there, but it's Vikings. I have not seen Tracker on CBS. Paramount. I have not seen it. I have not. Interstellar's overrated. The ending, when I first saw it, did not hit me at all. And I was like, this is kind of flat. Because it just didn't hit as well. But the visuals and music and over time, I loved it when I first saw it. It's gotten better for me over time. So, Papa, with a fire. Keep up the great work, brother. Just curious, what round you think you'll lose to the 49ers next year? I think we'll crash in the Super Bowl again. I don't know. Packers maybe go NFC Championship game. We'll see. But they win. I heard Masters of the Air is very good. I have not seen it yet. I've heard very, very good things, though. Cal with fire. Packer for a weekend in New York City. Cheer for friends running the half marathon. Did you finish 30 Rock? Favorite episode. I love anything with Dr. Spachemin. So, I have not finished it yet. I'm on season 3. I'm on season 3. So, I'm on season 3 right now. I saw it in IMAX twice. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm on season 3. I'm enjoying it. It's growing on me. Also, Jack is phenomenal. Jack is great. Kenneth is phenomenal. Yeah, it's really funny. It's pretty funny. So, enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. So, yeah. All right, let's crack one open. Well, we were almost an hour and we didn't crack a beer yet. Come on now. Dr. Spachemin. It's just we don't know how the body works. It's just so good. It's so good. And now, We rouse. We rouse. Columbo, God, like year. Oh God, it's been a while. It's been a while. Guys, my monkey with a fire. What's a movie you have no desire to watch, but was pleasantly surprised when you did? For me, it's Law Abiding Citizen. Yo, Law Abiding Citizen was good, and the wrong guy. Like, I don't think they understood who the bad guy in that movie actually was. Hold on one second. I feel like this is a little blurry. Hold on. Ah! Okay, we're back. Hopefully that fixed it. All right, a movie I didn't want to see, and I enjoyed it. Oh, I actually have a perfect example of this. Okay. So this actually was last year, like late last year. Sorry, my hair's a mess right now. I think it was late last year. So I love Whiplash. Great movie. One of my favorites, right? So the same director, he directed La La Land. And I'm not a huge musical guy. I'm a musical person, but I'm not a huge musical guy. So when it came out, I really had no interest in seeing it. But it was like really late one night, and vitamins may or may not have been consumed. They were. And I think it was on Netflix. I was like, you know what? Let me watch this. And again, I'm not a big musical guy. The choreography of just like the sets and the dancing, and it was just like in one shot. It was insane. Insane. The story, I was like, yeah, that's fine. But from a technical perspective, I was blown away. And I was like, that is so damn impressive. Just the timing, the singing, the dancing. And I was like, you know what? I respect the hell out of that. So yeah, that'd be my answer. La La Land. Justin Fire, what's your favorite, chat's favorite sequel that is better than the original film? Mine's The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, Empire is a good one. Empire is definitely a good one. If we're just going theatrical releases, I'm going Two Towers over Fellowship. If we're going extended, I actually prefer extended of Fellowship. Martina, please come to LA so we can meet you. You have a lot of fans here. I did for 30 and 30. We'll be back. Giga Tour, who gets paid first, more guaranteed, Love or Tua? Love. I think it's Love. Laura! Thanks for the membership. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. I am not attached to this with fire. Did you watch Westworld on HBO? Yes. First season, phenomenal. Second season, a little bit of a drop-off. Still solid. Third season after that, I do not care. I think they did one more season. Didn't even watch it, and it got canceled. That's it. Tom, you gotta watch The Greatest Showman. So here's where I am at on The Greatest Showman, because I like Hugh Jackman a lot. I think he's incredibly talented. I also love that Hugh Jackman can just be like a huge theater nerd and also could be Wolverine. The fact that both of those things exist at the same time makes me very, very happy. Similar to how Ryan Gosling, and I hate how talented Ryan Gosling is, because that man got the beauty from the gods and also the singing ability, the acting ability, the comedy ability. How can you compete with that? How could I go out into the world, one, looking and sounding like this, and the Ryan Gosling exists that other people have seen, and everybody's in who's like, wow, yeah. Like, come on now. Come on. Anyway, about The Greatest Showman. I don't like the person they're glorifying, but I hear it's pretty solid. I hear it's a good movie. Apollo with 820. Your opinion on Colts off season? They really have a chance of getting Snead. I keep hearing Snead. I think they have a shot. I think they definitely have a shot, because they're exploring some trades there. I think it'd be really great for their backfield. I think it'd be a great addition. And the Colts, they're having a solid offseason. They're re-signing all their guys. So, well, not everybody, but they're re-signing guys. And sometimes it's all you need to do during free agency. Rita Tour, was your favorite Power Ranger design season? I'm an old school guy. I'm an OG Power Ranger, and it was always Tommy. Come on now. Green Ranger, White Ranger? Come on now. That Batman tour, besides Conroy and me, who's your favorite Batman? Ooh, Kevin Conroy's always my Batman. Conroy's the guy. Kilmer's good, but I think Christian Bale did well with it. Yeah. But it's Conroy though. And he's married to Ava Mendez. Like, come on now. Come on. That's it. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. They did. Timber, thanks for the membership. Thank you. But yeah, how do you play the flute with his helmet on? space magic. Joe DeFire, great showman can be described as what if P.T. Barnum made a movie about P.T. Barnum. That sounds about it, right? Make it a tour, but Mark Kenny! Let's smelt. Listen. Welcome. Welcome to the ride. Gods, we're at 20. One of the weirdest movies I've ever seen was on accident. Was watching Lord of the Rings on HBO and watched a movie called Birthday Girl with Nicole Kidman came on after. I was bored and thought, why not? That movie was nuts. Listen, my favorite Nicole Kidman movie is what plays before AMC theaters. That's my favorite short film. It should be nominated for an Oscar. Actually, one of my favorite Nicole Kidman movies is actually The Others. We're seeing that in theaters. But no, I've never even heard of that movie. Yeah, Power Rangers was a hit in the early 90s, bro. I had all the VHS tapes. All of them. Joseph, wait for the Lions to cherry with the Bears to complete the collusion trifecta. The collusion! Place Beyond the Pines. Good movie. Mud, also good movie. Kind of like came out around the same time. Good movie. It's true. Got a Shamrock Shake. There you go. Folks, cheers. Nicole Kidman was very good in The Northman. You hated her character. Also, The Northman was not advertised correctly. But also, if you've seen other previous movies of his, you should have known what you were getting. Cheers. I think Oppenheimer deserved Best Picture. Yeah, I have no problem with that. It was a really great movie. I have seen Tropic Thunder. Yes. that is definitely a movie that can't be made today. But yeah, oh my God, Tom Cruise is hysterical in that movie. Like, Tom Cruise is absolutely hysterical. So it might be like one of my favorite Tom Cruise roles. To our coincidence, there's 5 clickbait members. Coincidence? I think not. Solid 10. Is there any more hesitation talking about specific players, personnel, teams after you've been put on a more public stage? Have you met some of the same ones you've talked about before? Ooh, that is a great question, Saul. I really appreciate that. Howie, very true. The fake previews are great. I really appreciate that question. The short answer is no. But there's a caveat to that. So that question of, okay, so now, Tom, more people know who you are. Ah! No, nothing has changed. I'm still doing Friday night Q&A and drinking beer and sitting in pajamas, bro. This ain't changing. Actually, that segues me into another thing I want to talk about too. But, no. So, like, for example, like the Ravens, the Bengals, the Steelers, like, they were all super cool to us, like, during 30 and 30 for, like, the AFC North. Like, the Cowboys were awesome to us. And then, I have not pulled back any punches on the Cowboys. So, no. But I like to think that the vast majority of the content I make, when it pokes fun, I really try not to be vindictive because I don't think there's a real reason to do so. Like, I'll make fun of, like, players or, like, make fun of, like, coaches or teams, stuff like that. But I think there's a level of understanding that a lot of it's, like, in good fun, and I also don't take myself seriously in any way, shape, or form. So that's one. So I've never tried to be vindictive about that. 2, and I mentioned this in the Combine video that I put out, the vlog, not the 40-yard dash run. But I mentioned it, and it was like the Joe Barry thing, right? So, like, the Joe Barry, there's some instances that I can point back to, like, in my career doing this, where, like, I dropped the ball, right? So, like, MVS fumbling in the Colts game. I remember that vividly. I was pissed, and I was like, are you freaking kidding? Like, I, like, went in on MVS, and then afterwards I saw he got a ton of death threats, and I was like, well, that's not appropriate. And actually, true story, too. So if you're an OG fan, I used to have this thing about, like, toaster baths, right? Like, people used to send me toasters. And it wasn't until, like, the MVS thing happened, and I did the toaster bath thing not knowing about the death threats, and I did it, and I put it out, and then I saw the death threats, and I was like, oh, this is in really bad taste, and I took it out, and I stopped talking about that. Because, like, people, obviously, there was a line, and it was all in jest, right? Of just like, oh, whatever. But people weren't taking it like that or seen as being vindictive or in a very negative way, which is something was not my intention. So I learned from it, I owned up to it, and I didn't do it anymore. So that being said, the Joe Barry thing at the Combine, like, how many times I said fire Joe Barry into the sun just because I'm criticizing his job, right? His defense, I didn't think he was doing a great job. And I mean, a lot of opposing offenses thought he did. You're welcome, Baker Mayfield, for the contract. But at the same time, I think it just provides more perspective of just meeting more people, especially players, coaches, members of the NFL. It really just gets it down to they're just people. They're insanely good at their job or extremely athletic, extremely talented, what have you, but they are just people. And that was the mindset that I had going into the combine and talking to 20-year-old, in my world, kids, right, who legitimately are just getting out of college. And I taught very close to that age range. Yeah, like there was a lot of empathy that was there, and a lot of like every off camera was like, dude, like congratulations, like you earned this, like working your ass off since you were 6 years old, every day going to football practice, trying to be better, and now you're going into the draft. So I haven't shied away from any like criticism or anything like that, because I think there's always been a level of, hey, it's all in good fun. And when I do have like pointed criticism, I back it up, right? If I go, hey, Joe Barry should be fired, this is why. I'm not just saying it and just like, you know, mimicking what I see online. This is why. It's because this, and this. So yeah, any criticisms I have, I stand by them, because otherwise I wouldn't make them. If that makes sense. That was a really good question. I appreciate that question, Sal. I hope that wasn't too long of an answer. It was good. It was good. Let's see. Adam went at 20. Why I have this feeling that I'll be working on the ship of the Great Lakes during the NFL season. Also, would you ever consider doing NBA live streams or content like you do with the Bucks won the championship? Yes, Adam. And I actually did stream a Bucks game a few years back. And it was difficult, man, because I'm the first person to say I don't know the sport as well as football. Not even close, because I live and breathe football. And I did a live stream. Just updating the score every second was a pain in the ass. But yes, I would do that again. I would definitely do that again. I want to go to a Bucks game too. Let's see. Juicy with a fire. Have you played Helldivers yet? Love you. Appreciate you. I have not. I've heard very good things though. Dude, I haven't played a new video game. Eric, thank you for the tour. Justin at 20. Wall Street from 87. Never had any intention of watching it, but heard good reviews about it. So I bought the Blu-ray one day and watched it. Was blown away at it. Damn good movie. Michael Douglas is a great villain. Yes. Very good movie. Very, very good movie. Yeah, we still have the toaster emoji. Yeah. We still have it. And again, like that's just where I'm at, because I didn't want people to think about it of like, oh, like he's promoting that, which is obviously not the case. But, you know, I didn't even want that perception, so we stopped promoting it. That was it. We're gonna play Minecraft. I played it on 360. I used to play it on 360 a little bit. Oh, that's also why I really liked Halo Reach, because they're Forge. It's always like that. So, and then it like became like a game. No, I just like building stuff. That was it. Do I like Star Trek movies or shows? I used to watch, I never watched the show, but I used to watch like the movies with Patrick Stewart in them. I always liked him. Thoughts on Henry David Thoreau? I hate this guy's writing and I don't know why. Interesting. It is definitely an acquired taste. I read Thoreau a lot in college. So it's definitely a different style of writing though. Right, Joe? If I have time, it's done. This freaking coach poster is done. I've been staring at this thing for too long. Let's go. And we are about 60 seconds away from minute 69. We're almost there. But Rachel showed me like the pre-edit stuff, or like kind of, it was, I don't want you to say rough draft if it's done now, but yes, it looks good. It looks real good. Joe at fire on a scale of 1 to 10. How glad are you don't have to talk about Aaron Rodgers anymore? AKA some other fan base's problem. 105. That is where I am so happy that I don't have to give a crap. And Jets fans DMing me and are like, what is going on? And I'm just like, don't know. Oh well. Justin, if I would consider Terminator 2 a great sequel, yes, and definitely improved. It's better than the first one, in my opinion. Jacob, Tom, just want to say thanks for showing me the greatest friends ever. Love you and meeting you since he was amazing. Hey, I appreciate you, Jacob. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Am I doing my part? Always. But yeah, no, I need to play it. I got no time. Rainy to fire. Hype for Elden Ring DLC. Also, Stairs going Super Bowl. Yes, I am very. Shadow of the Erd Tree. Come on now. I do need to pick it up again though. I need to pick it up and play it because it's been a while. I platinum Elden Ring. Need to get back into it. Eric with a fire. Where does Quandre Diggs wind up signing? Lions maybe. Ooh, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, because he hasn't been signed yet, right? How old is he right now? Oh, he's 31. If he does get signed, yeah, he's just, I don't even know who utilizes him. Ladies and gentlemen, it is minute 69. Nice. Nice. That is true, idiotic. It's true. Adam, welcome to the posse. Kelsey Arturo, 6-minute warning. Also, next history stream when? So, there's potential. Can't promise anything. Maybe next week. Maybe. It will happen again, though. I promise. Janine, would find very tired this week. DST and heading into IEP season. Oh, IEPs. Too old for this. Chrissy is crushing it at work. So proud of her to be your mom. That's awesome, Janine. That's awesome. Hope you and Chrissy are doing well. Giggity to 5. From an overall perspective, what do you think there are the effects, ramifications, and standards set if TikTok does get banned in the US? It just means that the United States government's like, hey, we can't control it. We don't want it. Personally, like just from a content creator standpoint, I don't really care. From the other things of like users who are doing it and like building up audiences on stuff like that, it sucks for them 100%. And I think ultimately what would happen if it does get banned is there'll just be another company to take its place. Honestly, that's the easy answer. Justin with a 5. Doctor in Terminator 2 makes me laugh every time. It's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while. Hector with a 5. Tom, you doing okay after the Aaron Jones signing? I wasn't great, but at this point, my fridge sounds like it's haunted. Hey! You good, fridge? Maybe it's finally dying. It's been a while. Yeah. Now, we're on to Cincinnati. Still sucks, though. Linda! Thanks for the membership. Appreciate you. David Fire, is there a stadium you would have liked to visit during 30 and 30 but isn't around anymore? Or is a college stadium like the Big House in Michigan? Ooh. I would have liked to go to St. Louis. I mean, it's still around, but it just they don't have a football team anymore. So I would have liked to go to that. Chris Tour, if now is then and then is now, when will then be now? Soon. Jacob with a 2 hundo! So I just want to say, hope you come back to Cincy soon. I want to know what you think of the current storyline in wrestling, and if you ever plan on coming back to Houday Nation. Oh yeah, no, I plan on coming back to Cincinnati 100%. Plus, when we do 30 and 30 part 2, whenever we hit 1 million subscribers, definitely be back for that. But yeah, Cincy was one of my favorite places. The fan base was absolutely incredible there too. Current storyline in wrestling. So depending on what you're talking about, AEW legit has gathered some of the greatest wrestling talent in the world. And I'm just excited to just watch them go at it every time. I honestly don't even care about storylines at that point. It's just like, oh, you're going to have Will Ospreay wrestle Bryan Danielson? Yeah, I'm going to watch that, right? Forbidden Door, can't wait. So I think AEW has become for me, like, if I want to go see insane wrestling, I'll watch it. And if there's good storylines, even better. But I'll be very honest with you, I can enjoy AEW even without knowledge of the storylines. In terms of WWE right now, I think they have done the best they could with, you know, CM Punk getting injured and all that stuff. And it seems the U-turn that they've done on Rock versus Roman. And I've really enjoyed it so far. I think Rock as a heel has been pretty good. Roman hasn't looked that great, to be honest with you. But overall, I'm really happy with it. And if Cody winds up winning, which I think he will, the pop is going to be insane. And I'll be there. And I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very, very excited. Oh, Candlestick. That would have been nice too. Glenn, with a 5. Tom, give me advice on how to be even half the wide receiver one that you are. I'm so scared. Listen, it's all about hands. It's all about hands. What do? Have them. That's it. Mason, thank you for the 5. Appreciate you. Thank you. Jastard Fire, I don't know how I feel about the Seahawks getting Howell. It's for not much. So, no harm, no foul. Yeah, you passed Scooter, right? Yup. Ladies and gentlemen, we started off as the lowest subscribed to member of Clickbait Sports. And now we are at the top of the mountain. And hold on, I think I'm pretty close to 634. I'm pretty close. Let's see here. Boopity boopity boop. Yeah, I'm 163 subs away. So, yeah, now we rocking. We are rocking. Mason to 5. Thanks for keeping me entertained at work. Spring break working in a dorm, boring. Where'd you go to college? Oh, I hear that. I went to SUNY New Paltz for my undergrad, Concordia for my master's. But yeah, went to SUNY New Paltz. I loved it. It was good times. Oh, what's going on, Jack? How we doing? Let's go. Do I like a soccer team? I like soccer. I just like soccer in general. Usually root for like Italy or like the US during the World Cup. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, start from the bottom. Now we're here, baby. You know what? I actually thought about this the other day. It is really crazy when you look at it. Yeah, it took 3 years to pass everyone. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty nuts. The fact that I am 367,000 subscribers away from 1 million, that it feels like close. Because when I hit 500K, I was like, all right, we're halfway there. It's going to be a while. But then how quickly we got to 600K, and I was like, that was also during the season too. Like, it's going to take a little bit to get to 700K. It's probably not going to happen until like close to the end of the year if things stay the way they are. But being that close to it, because if you've been here, whether I'm living in this house or not, this has been the spot. Nothing's gone there because that's been the spot that's been reserved for the gold play button. And man, the amount of relief that is going to be felt when we hit 1 million. And like, yeah, I'm going to try to do something special too. Mason with fire. Josh Jacobs gets number 8. Let's go. Got to do that Amari Rogers number proud. Samuel with fire. Random question. What's your number 1 driver pet peeve? Also, since you are a teacher, what's your number 1 student pet peeve? That's a great question. Students saying sorry for being wrong. I knocked that out of them pretty quickly, though. I'm like, nope, don't apologize. Nope, it's okay to be wrong. That's not bad. Talking when we're reviewing is annoying, unless it's productive. But number 1 driver pet peeve? Like when I'm driving or like the other, bro, slow drivers in the left lane kill me. I'm from New York. And if you're from New York, you're trying to get to places, right? We walk fast, we drive fast, we just want to get to where we want to get to, and that's it. That drives me insane. I'm just like, just please, just move over, just move over, just move over, just a little bit, just a little bit. Tom, with 20, just want to say your commentary of Packers games has inspired me to be an even better play-by-play announcer. Play-by-play announcer for my radio station, along for my high school on Spuds TV on YouTube. Love what you do. Hey, that's amazing, Tom. Let's go, man. It's practice. It's practice, it's practice, it's practice. That's it. Hell yeah. Let's go. Dylan, welcome to the posse. Appreciate you. Not using turn signals, that is very annoying. Yes, that is very, very annoying. Jaster to fire. Also, why does it feel like this year's free agency feels like a Madden franchise free agency? It does. And I think it's also 2 years ago was crazy. And then last year was kind of underwhelming a little bit. And then this year's just gone balls to the wall. Like Monday was one of the most insane like content days I've ever had. So appreciate that, Jacob. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. I don't think Justin Herbert's getting traded. No, I do not think so. My local store is out of blinker fluid. Mike with fire. Slow and decisive floaty drivers are the bane of my existence. Make a decision. In New York? Oh, yeah. No, you drive in the city? Oh, man, if there's any indecisiveness, the amount of honking that will occur. Nathan Tour. Gunther Sammy for Intercontinental Championship at Mania. I'm not going to lie. I like Sami Zayn a lot. Oh, Gunther retains. I think they might give it to Sammy, but I hope Gunther retains. I do. Oh, I have a huge problem with LED lights. Oh, my God. Like, it sounds like such a boomer thing of like, the headlights are too bright now. But legit, they are. They are legitimately. I'm driving and they don't even have their brights on, and I'm just like, this is wild. Okay, this hurts my eyes. So, yeah. I've not seen Percy Jackson yet. Ruben with Victoria, you think the Texans are improving? I do. Favorite Pokemon? Alakazam or Kadabra. Mew is up there too, though. Mew is definitely up there too. Yep. Will Sam Howell steal Gino's job? Not this season. I don't think this season. Nay. Detroit driver, not New York, but slow drivers are not welcome. There you go. There should be. Hannah, thanks for $1.58. Appreciate you. Did I hear Moosey? No, that was Sinclair walking around. Moosey's passed out right now on the couch right now. Favorite starter? Back in the day when I was playing Pokemon Red, it was Squirtle because able to beat Brock in the first gym because it was rock type, but it's always Charmander. Jaster to fire. Also, it's true. It sounds like Pickett is a petty person. I didn't go either way. If he was told that he was going to be the starter, then I get it. But yeah. I see he's not making any friends in Pittsburgh. Dylan Fire, just join your channel. Love your content. You're an amazing dude. I appreciate your content. What do you think the Panthers offseason? Yeah, I appreciate that, Dylan. I like the Deontay Johnson The Jets got Tyron Smith. Oh, damn. Oh, hold on. Wow. Scooter's not going to be happy. Oh, boy. That's a good signing for them. Damn. Panthers offseason, they got Deontay Johnson. I'm happy with that. They lost some guys, too. Yeah, I just think they're going to be in the rebuild for a bit. Tyron Smith. Damn. Tom, are people in New York rude, impatient, or neither? The way I've always described it is, especially compared to like the Midwest, it could very much come off as rude. But I legitimately, like what I said about New Yorkers, it's just like we're trying to get places, man. I think it's just like the hustle and bustle. You know, that's kind of just where we're at. We're trying to get to places quickly. So, and if you are getting in the way of that, is not going to go well. Janine with day 2. Worst drivers, Boston, New York City. I vote Boston. Boston's pretty bad. Because I don't think the New York City drivers are bad. You just need to get used to New York City drivers. Like, you watch a cab, they know where they're going, right? Like, they're going, and you're like, wow, they're all over the place. Well, they're just trying to get to where they got to get to. So, yeah, Boston, I have gotten honked at many red lights in Boston, and I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. Quentin would have fired. We better not trade Justin. Who will Henry David throw be the ball? Yeah, I don't think Justin Herbert's not getting traded. Where's Bakhtiari going to go? Yeah, I would assume, but the problem is Bakhtiari's not expected to be healthy until training camp. So, just saying. I don't know. I'm walking here. Bippity boppity skippity scoppity. True. I think Josh Jacobs will be better than Aaron Jones. Well, it depends how you define better. I mean, is he going to put up the numbers that Aaron Jones did in his career in Green Bay? No. Do I think that he could be a very, very good back, especially if he's going to get back to where he was playing? Absolutely. Also, different skill set. K-Chan, I'm Indian American. I want to see more Asians in major NFL roles. Deshaun decides demotion rub you the wrong way, the way it did me. He wasn't good, but he was not the biggest problem in Philly. I agree with that. I think the bigger insult, K-Chan, is that if you are going to demote him, you are not putting Matt Patricia of all people there. So I think that was the bigger slap in the face than anything. So yes, he was not the biggest problem. There was problems with both coordinators on either side of the ball. But to put Matt Patricia in that position afterwards, it's like, ugh. Now, again, I don't know what happened with that, but that one was bad. I'm very happy with Josh Jacobs. That pencil neck geek. Screw the bearded pencil-eared bleep bastard. I love it so much. I love it. I love it. Anyways, I'm sad about a job I got passed up for. I am very sorry to hear that. Listen, as a person who got turned down for almost like every job they applied to while they were trying to become a teacher, it's frustrating. Just makes you work harder. Dylan would have fired. Definitely missed the defense they lost, but I'm loving what Dan Morgan is doing right now. Certainly have a long way to go, but I like this. Yeah, you just gotta hope. Oh yeah, hold on. Rachel released the coach poster. Bro, look at this. Can I get open image in new tab? Why can't, hold on. I'm going to open it in Twitter. Hold on. Jim Latour, live in MA and couldn't pay me to drive in Boston. It's an experience. I wouldn't say it's a great experience, but it is an experience. Hold on, let's retweet this bad boy. Luke with a fire. Grad student getting my PhD. Been working on this for 5 years. I think I don't want to do it anymore. I've been writing my dissertation advice. How long do you have to go? Because at that point, like, if you've already put in so much time, I think it would be like hey, let me do it so I have something to show for my time. Unless you're like, I've gotten out everything I need from this program. Like, if you think as a person you've gotten everything that you needed besides the PhD, then rock out. How to it, Tom, what happened to your Packer lamp? Oh, nothing happened to it. It's right over there. I just don't have any room on my desk anymore. This is, look at that. Look at it. Look at the detail. It's Chamas. Let's go. Then we got anger. We got ambition. We got Lamy, Harold, Tom. We got Junior, Blood Demon, Memory. Look at that. Look at that. Rachel crushed that. Rachel crushed it. I have watched American Horror Story. I haven't watched any of the recent seasons in the past couple of years, but yes, I used to watch all of them. Look at that. That is freaking fracking good. That legit looks like a movie poster. Harold, you're famous! Tommy to fire. Can't wait to see how LaFleur decides not to use Josh Jacobs like he did with Aaron Jones. Or just wait for the playoffs. This is so good. It's so good. Andrew, if I ever any Comic-Cons, if not, I recommend going to IndiesCon in 2 weeks. Ooh, I don't know if I might be away, but I've not been to any Comic-Cons, and I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go. Yeah, Rachel crushed that. Rachel crushed that. Rachel, let me know how much money I owe you. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, Jacob, we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. That is a great poster. That is a very, 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 very good poster. We rocking and rolling, baby. That's it. Final season of Coach. I'm going to try to go on vacation, yeah. In the next couple weeks. Justin Tour, Tyron Smith intends to sign with the Jets. Yep. It was announced a few minutes ago. Going to the Jets. Brandon, with 20. Crazy to me that people use Fields' win-loss record as an argument. He's bad. Wins, losses are not QB stats. Sorry, continue. Team was in total tank mode for most of that. I really hope the Bears keep him, and we say this is it. No more excuses. Yeah, I agree. I concur. It's from Ben Tech. He sent it to me. I think they got it from overseas and sent it to me. So, favorite beer? Allagash White. Come on now. No sponsor. Allagash White. The amount of people who have drank Allagash White because of my recommendation, though, they have not been let down. Spider with a tour. Sounds like Pats will line up to get a draft a good QB. Yup. 1,000,000%. Gods with fire. In WV, people either drive 10 miles an hour everywhere or 100 miles. There's no in between. I respect that. Joe for a tour. Tom, did you do Immaculate Grid? I think I did it like once or twice. And that was it. Ghost for a tour. Donate to the awesome art by Rachel. Fun. Hey, Rachel has an Etsy. Support. And by the way, yeah, Rachel gets paid for all the stuff that she does too. Don't worry. Chris with fire. What would you say is the best casting decision in cinema? Go Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man or Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones and Rickman as Hans Gruber. Ooh. Robert Downey Jr., I mean, literally, like, kicked off the MCU. So I'd say modern day, pretty good. Harrison Ford's a great pick, too. Also great as Han Solo. Ooh. I mean, this is, like, low-key, but Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's pretty freaking perfect, you know? Roy with a turn. Do you watch NRL in Las Vegas? If you NFL, you probably like rugby league. I did not watch it. I have not seen it. I got told about it, though. I just had no time because the NFL season has not ended. Justin Tour, where's David Bakhtiari go? Bakhtiari, I would assumed he was going to go to the Jets, but again, he's not going to be healthy. He's not expected to be healthy until camp. So, you know, like that's tough. It's tough. Geez, I had a tour about Bakhtiari. Yeah, I don't know where he goes now. I mean, there's plenty of teams that could use a left tackle, but Sir Tour, Scooter still thinking the Cowboys have a plan. I don't know what that plan is. Brandon with a fire. Going to see Avenged Sevenfold in India on Tuesday. Hey, nice. That should be a dope-ass concert. That should be dope. Humphrey Gobart to Sam Spade. Ooh, all right. Justin with tour. Oh, Schwarzenegger. Oh, my God. It's a Terminator. Yes, that is great casting. That is great casting. Who pounds a beer faster, you or Bakhtiari? Oh, it's definitely Bakhtiari. Definitely. I can still pound a beer, but it's definitely Bakhtiari. Chris Evans is Captain America. I think Robert Downey Jr. was more impactful. But yes, that was a great casting, though. It was a very good casting. How much is to see a movie in New York? It depends if you're going IMAX or not, but usually it's like $15. So like, yeah, about 15. I just finished my final video essay for my film noir elective. Oh my God, you took a film noir elective? That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Josh Durr, casting in all the Lord of the Rings movies was spot on. You ain't wrong. Also, some of the casting there of just like insanely good actors too. It was so good. Gene and Fire drove a 15-passenger van from Boston Aquarium during the Big Dig with an old GPS and ended up at Logan entrance with little spare change still shaking. Oh, yeah, that's a no. She said, Tour can't see, can still use a left tackle, just saying. Can you imagine? Anthony Hopkins is Hannibal Lecter, athletic. That's a great one. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. That's a great one, too. Those are some really, really good ones. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, Andrew. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. Peter Dinklage, yes, and Charles Dance. Yeah. Yeah. Favorite basketball team, Milwaukee Bucks, babe. Bucks and 6. Mom, best select I've ever taken. Gotta think about something else than engineering. No, I hear that. I hear that. Bailey, Tom, what are your thoughts on the Green Bay Patriots? We haven't made any big moves, but did secure vital core players from last year and pulled the Red Sox by showing interest in a top free agent. Yeah, I would like you to get one of those top free agents. I think I'd feel a little bit better, but you're basically just setting the stage to go get your franchise QB, which I respect it. I respect it. So, yeah. Heath Ledger is Joker. Yeah. I mean, talk about like one role that just like helped define a literal character. Like Jack Nicholson was great. Mark Hamill will always be like the voice of the Joker, but yeah. Having, I mean, just in terms of like one role, one film, the impact that Heath Ledger had is pretty damn crazy. That's pretty damn crazy. Voice acting, but Robin Williams as the genie in Aladdin. Yes. Pizzle, Christopher Lloyd is Doc Brown. I mean, hell, yeah. I mean, and Marty, too. You can go too. Damn. Yep. Tyron Smith to the Jets. To the Jets. Mason Fire, where do you think our old friend Micah Hyde ends up this year, if anywhere? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he does end up anywhere, to be honest. I don't think he's coming back to Green Bay. I don't think he is. Completely different scheme. A bit older. And they're kind of like saying, we don't want it anymore. Tom Grossi in coach. I don't know. I think some of the roles he just really wasn't suited for. He really wasn't suited for some of those roles. Like some, it was just like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like Diego, what happened with him, huh? Really didn't bring life to that character. So he's all right at Fiverr. Packers pick up a safety since Jonathan Owens went to the Bears. Yeah, we got Xavier McKinney. We got the best safety in free agency, baby. 24 years old. Gonna rock. Jared at tenor. The Packers ghost has haunted me an entire football life. Watching you and Perna lose your minds at the thought of the Vikes getting a franchise QB. Cheer to a glass eye. Keep being the man. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious what they're going to do. Tom Grossi's Wildflower. Well, that goes back. Who is... What would you say... Ooh, all right. So this is a different question. We'll start. Thanks for ordering the poster. Appreciate you. That I don't often promote. Yeah, Rachel, by the way, the amount of designs we have on the shop is amazing. Yeah, I don't promote it as much because I don't like selling things to people, but like, yeah, Rachel does a great job. Also, she has an Etsy. Go check that out. Which character in the GCU, so any of the sagas, anything from Coach, which character do you think is the most well acted or like the best acted character that you're like, damn, okay, like I felt feelings watching that person? That's a question. Raymond Day Galt. Lenny, Wildflower, of course. Blood Demon. Ed. Bro, I acted my ass off as Ed. Carl. That's good. Charlotte Tour. Love Joker, but iffy on the sequel. Thoughts? I'm willing to see it. I like the first one. I'm willing to see it. Wildflower. Otto is up there for me. All right. Randall. Ooh. Okay. Internet gumbo is for winners. All right. That's fair. Oh, Grandpa Cardinal. Come on now. Interaction between Vince and Lionel. Come on. It's 1,000% Diego. Bruce and Springsteen. Junior. Anger. Rocky. Grandpa Cardinal's pretty solid. Grandpa Cardinal's a good one. Yeah, I think in terms of acting, Lionel's a sleeper too. Timmy's good. Timmy, oh bro, yeah. I knew that one was gonna but Chama's is pretty great. Radio Day Tour. Season 1 of your OG Tom said a line that hit my soul. Ooh, which line? Am I a Packers fan? Pretty sure, yeah. The Rent Man. Greg. Aslo with a fire. Tom's Giants fan. Heavily sympathize with you when you lost Aaron Jones to the Vikings. Feel the same pain we lost Saquon. No, I feel that. Also, yeah, that's like you're the rival too. Oof. Seb near the end of the South. Oh, you talking about that? Ghost with tour. I am indeed solid for 100-year-old now ghost. It's true. There's Rachel's Etsy. I'll pin it. I'll pin Rachel's Etsy before I pin my own shop. The link's in the description for that. Bam! Pinned. Pinned! Gods with a fire. Grandpa Cardinals, the GOAT! The GOAT! I'll die on that hill. He made me care about the Cardinals. Hey. There you go. There you go. Super Bowl matchup. Packers Chiefs. Packers Bengals. Maybe. Packers Texans. Maybe. But yeah, Steelers record with Russ 9-8. 9-8. Eugene made me cry so many times. That's fair. 1 year deal worth up to 20 mil. Oh, so it's like, is it very like incentive? All right, let's see. Yeah, it's very incentives based. Yep. Not surprised there. Not surprised. All right, Timber. Junior grew on me a lot. Ran the gambit of emotions in his character and hits me every time I go through his story. Junior is like legitimately one of like the best story arcs, I think. Like the end of Coach when he's like, I'm gonna be okay. Like that is such a big moment, especially in a series that's usually very sad and dark. Yeah. Read it to, I think it's the interview. Why are you still here? Ooh. All right. Also, season 2 action. Season 2. Amica! Thanks for the 5 memberships. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, Mike. Hope today's going better. Hope today is going better. Bruh. It's true. It's true. Damn. Yeah. There's been some moments. There has been some moments. I felt core Tom in Ambition. Oh, just wait. Just you wait. Ambition, Wildflower, Anger. There. Oh my God. I can't. Like, the thing is, too, is like, you are going to get, like, you get the answers. Like, you get everything. Like, all, like, the payoff, all of the storylines, like, Lenny and Breck. You get it in this season. Captain and Mac. You get it this season. Like, it's all, there's no more time. It's all done now. Elijah and Oliver. You get it this season. Raymond A. Colt. You get it this season. Bro, I have so much story to cover. I have so much. Answer I've been asked for 4 years. Are going to get answered in just a few months. That's it. Will, I'm actually going to be at WrestleMania. So I'm very excited. Bart and JB. You will see them again. The Autumn Wind. The Autumn Wind is a raider. For me, it's Otto, because to me, you're this funny, goofy guy, and Otto's the cold, psychotic person, and the fact that you could play someone that's such a 180 degree of who you are is incredible to me. Unless that's who I really am. Bro, Otto, I'm so happy. You're going to get some resolution with Otto, too. I'm so happy with how Otto came out as a villain. I had so much fun that I was just like, oh, I want to try and make one of the best villains I've ever done in any saga. And I think in a saga, yeah, I think Otto fulfilled that. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Did I watch SpongeBob? I did. Back in the old days. Tom, what person in world history would you remove to make the biggest impact? The first person who ever invented farming. I mean, that is the answer. But an actual, like, named person? Ooh. Yeah, I'd probably say J&B. I'd probably say, like, Genghis Khan. Yeah. I mean, just, like, in terms of, like, the... Alexander the Great's up there, but, like, Genghis Khan in just terms of just, like, amount of people and landmass. So... Andrew at a fire. Oh my God, they killed Kenny! You bastards. Also, the Steelers got and the Penguins sucking. I'm unironically excited for Pirates baseball. Oh, that's how you know it's bad. That's how you know. Guy with a fire. We might need a mental check on Scooter. Yeah, he's not, he doesn't seem too happy. He does not seem too happy about it. So, he was told they were going all in. And, not really all in. Not so much. George Hallis takes away the Bears, Packers, and the posse. In my own history, then. Yeah. 50 Lies of History. I have not read it yet. No, I have not read it yet. No, I have not. I have not. I had reading. No, I haven't had time for like anything. So it's in the works. Also, I've been trying to slowly learn ASL. Slowly. Sandwich Fire. What are some things NFL fans do all the time that drive you crazy? Overreact to things, but then again, it also makes this job fun. So I would say the number one thing is actually no, it's not even overreacting. No, it's not the overreacting because that's just kind of expected. You have so many people, that's just kind of there. But I will say the number one thing are the people who follow the stupid aggregate accounts that tweet out complete BS, complete nonsense. It gets disproved every freaking fracking time, and they still send them. And they go, this is a source. This is a source. No! Stop it! Please! That's the worst part. That's the worst part. Terry, with a fire, just need Lionel getting his moment, proving the suit fits. The rage baiting is bad. But also, like, that comes to the creator, too. I understand they're, like, fulfilling a need, but, bruh. Like, I know I am on a show that's called Clickbait Sports, but, yeah, clickbait is so annoying. Spencer Atura, Cowboys went all in on a long snapper. True. They did. What's going on, Tracy? How you doing? Shiny, I imagine they're just trading up to go get their quarterback. D. Davis, I'm a Bears fan. I'm sorry. Andrew, you'd be present in the room for any moment in history. What would it be? My own birth. I want to look myself in the eye and go, you're going to be mediocre, kid. You're going to be mediocre. And he's like, wah! No. If I could be in the room for any moment in history. Any moment. Chris Tour, move Leaf Erickson. No Leaf, no Vikings. Maybe that's the answer. Ooh. Want to be in the room where it happens. Well, now I gotta think about that. Bro, all right. Ooh. If I could be in the control room when Americans first land on the moon, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be there. Signing for Declaration of Independence. That's pretty good. In Dork, breaking NFL news. The Jets sign Lizzo to a 5-year, $190 million contract. Bro, can sing. Giggity Fire. How's filing taxes as a YouTuber? Do you have a ton of write-offs to claim for business expenses or the charity you contribute? Can imagine 30 and 30. It was a little bit more complicated. This year, I will say, was the most complicated ever. Because I had the most write-offs. So, yeah. I mean, like, I spend very frugally. Like, I really don't spend a ton of money unless it... Like, I was talking to somebody about this the other day that, like, so I save my money because I just really want a house. And, like, obviously, I'm at a point where I make good money and I'm very happy with the lifestyle it is. But like I've said, like, I have to work for it, right? Like, just like everybody else, like, I got to work, and I'm very grateful for what I'm able to do. And it took 9 years to get to this point. But the only, like, lifestyle change when it comes to spending, because, like, dude, like, there's even, like, streaming services of, like, oh, I want to watch this, but I'm not gonna pay for that. Like, there's still that. The one thing I'll do is, like, I'll just buy nerdy crap because I'm just like, oh, like, this is nostalgic and, like, this is part of my childhood. So, like, right now, like, I'm collecting, like, first edition base sets of, like, Pokemon cards. Like, that's what I'm doing. So I'm like, you know what? I always wanted to do this. I never had the money to do so. I barely had money. So I was like, yeah, I want to do this. Or, like, there's a cool piece of, like, Packers memorabilia that I can go out and get. Yeah, like, that's really, like, the only thing that's really changed. But yeah, for, like, the charity stuff, it's kind of, because, like, all these quote unquote donations, like, I don't get to write those off. Like, I have to claim them on my taxes. So yeah, this year was a bit rough because of 30 and 30, just because there was so much stuff. Gaza Tour, Vikings, NFC Chargers. Just wanted to say that. Sir. FLG to fire. Clearly you need to do a video series that's just all fake rumor reactions with a disclaimer. The Cowboys want to be amazing. That would be incredible. Ghost with fire. Here's an ASL sign my 5th grade teacher taught me. Make a fist with your thumb sticking out between your middle and ring finger and then shake it. It means bathroom. Yeah, this, right? This? Because this is yes. This is no. Right? This is, like, what's your name? This is I understand. This is I don't understand. This is, I think it's, this is teacher. Like, this is to teach, and this is teacher. Learn, which I really liked, which was this, and then like student is that, because this is like person, right? It's something like that. Yeah, I have not had a lot of time, but like in between things, I've been watching some ASL videos because, as I said before, like the more people I meet, and especially like when we start doing more live events and like, you know, meeting up with fans and stuff, in case people are hard of hearing or deaf, I want to be able to communicate. So like this is, right? I'll start with this, right? That's deaf or hard of hearing. Yeah, I'm trying. It's something I always wanted to learn. Gods of Fire. I want to go to Woodstock 69. Most historical event I would want to go to most. Oh my god, if we're going to concerts, then oh yeah, I'm there. Elliot They Fire. Since I watched Southport East, I knew that Carl would die when I started the East. It was sad watching him love his brothers knowing he'd die. Oh, that's a really that's an interesting perspective. Oh man. That's a punch in the gut. Roasted Fire, way behind you, but I'm literally drinking Allagash White right now. It's my primary drink of choice during vacation besides the margaritas. Hey, let's go! Come on now. Cesar Birthday Tour, what's your best Pokemon card? I have... So, here's the thing. I'm not buying them if they are, like, over market value, but I have collected so many because I was able to buy all the commons, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to, like, buy these 9s. Like, I'm just trying to get, like, PSA 9s. So, I have, like, a bunch of Hollows PSA 9s. I don't have, like, the big guys. Like, I don't have Charizard. I don't have Blastoise. And I don't have Venusaur. And then I had to upgrade my Gyarados. I have him as an 8. But, yeah. I have every other one now, I think. Yeah, because I just got in the mail today. I got Raichu, who I got for super cheap. PSA 9. I got... I upgrade my Alakazam to a 9. I have the 8, so I'll wind up selling the 8. And then I got... What else did I get today? Oh, Ninetales. So, yeah. It's just like my nerdy stuff. I'm just like, hey, why not? Rachel, with a fire, want to save money, but Hy-Vee has all their cheese merch at 50% off, and I need it! She says she spends money on another, super chat. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. David, who you got win the offseason? I do like the Texans. The Texans right now. Texans are doing pretty well. Pretty good. I didn't get a chance to go to the P.O. box this week. I went last week. I couldn't go this week. With free agency, there was no shot. Do you think Julius Peppers will retire as a Packer? No, because he's not known as a Packer. I really like Julius Peppers. He's not known as a Packer, though. That's not where he belongs. I'll do uno más. Boom. Eagles? A lot of splashes in free agency. A lot of it. They should be fun. Dave Bakhtiari, no, Tyron Smith just signed with the Jets. Tyron Smith. Favorites to win the South? Still the Buccaneers, but the Falcons are right behind him. So, my highest PSA Pokemon card, I actually have a couple of 10s. I have a Squirtle as a 10, a Charmander a 10, a Charmeleon as a 10, and then I think a couple Energies as a 10. Yeah, so I got... Cyber, I don't want Devin White. No, he's not good enough in coverage. So, McKinney and Jacobs, I'm super happy, especially about McKinney. I also have my first edition. I still have this, though, because I traded, like, almost my entire collection while I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For first edition Dark Magician of Chaos. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Though. Tracy Tour, have you ever watched Has Been Hotel? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard about Tracy. I don't believe I have. Yeah, hold on. I can find it. Oh, Bro, I'll show off my Pokemon cards. That's cool. Hold on. Yeah, I wear pajamas. Why not? All right, the rest of them are away, so I'm not going to, like, bring them all out right now. But, because I just got these. So, show me your Pokemon cards. All right. So I have a Charmeleon and a 10, right? I got him for super duper cheap. So that was great. Yeah, of course. Then I got a Nidoran, where it's also a light gray stamp. Got that as a 10. Then I got the Squirtle. Got Squirtle as a 10. And then I got Charmander as a 10. I think and then I got a few energies that are 10s, and then that's it. And then these are the big guns. These are the big guns. Just came in today, freshly off the USPS. We got a 9, Alakazam. Got a 9. This one I think I paid like $50 over market value. That wasn't bad. That one wasn't too bad. That one, right there. Chansey as a 9. Oh yeah, we got a Chansey. We got a Chansey. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. No, it's just base set 1. Clefairy, of course. So this is the one I need to upgrade. So this Gyarados I have as an 8. I need to get this one as a 9. Zach with a tour. Collected Beast Wars figures in my 20s. Dude, why? I never will hate on something. Bro, it's all nostalgia. Like this kind of stuff I couldn't afford as a kid. You know? Daniel the Fire free agency was absolutely insane. I don't know how to feel. Also, definitely check out Harbin Hotel. All right. I will. We got Beast Wars was dope. Hitmonchan I just got. Him I had to pay a little bit more just because there weren't many that I was seeing. So yeah, got that. Got that one. This one was like one of the first cards I got when I started collecting him, a champ, and I way overpaid for him because he's actually pretty common for good condition too. But yeah, he's got, there's like a break in the case it looks like. So yeah, put that one. Yep, got that. Yep, got Star Set Machamp. Got Magneton. Got Magneton at 9. Got that. Bruh, look at this Mewtwo. Come on now. Look at that Mewtwo. Look at that Mewtwo as a 9. Come on now. Well, running back, do I want the Packers to draft? Estime or Ray Davis, probably. I like it. Nidoking, of course. Got the Nidoking. Just got that, too. Got that up for under market. Ninetales. Ninetales was tough to find. PSA. It's all PSA. All PSA 9. Got the Ninetales, right? Got the Poliwrath. Got him a while ago. And then Raichu. Got him today. That Raichu's sexy. And then finally, Zapdos. Yeah, got Zapdos. So, yeah, we rocking. It's just like, this little stuff. But, like, that's what, if I'm going to, like, spend money, like, that's what it's going to be on. It's going to be on. Onyx. Again, I have all the common ones. So, all the commons for base set, I already have at 9s. Yeah, I just bought, like, some guy was selling them, like, as a whole collection, and I was like, okay, and negotiated price, and that worked out. And then, yeah. I don't know how many, yeah, maybe, like, 3 McKinney will probably have for, like, interceptions, but I think he's just be really good in coverage. So, didn't allow a single touchdown in coverage last year. And 116 tackles, so pretty damn good. Most heartbreaking playoff game, Packers game, it's definitely the championship game against the Seahawks. Not even close. Doctor with a fire 100 Renfro was released, and I want to cry. Screw Josh McDaniels, man. Josh McDaniels ruined him. David Fire, who's the funniest Packers player, and why is it Jair? Now, currently on the roster, yeah, it's probably Jair. Back then, it was probably Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams after that. LA, watching the East Saga knowing Carl would die was a huge punch in the gut. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. I played Scarlet and Violet. No, I played Sword and Shield. That was the last one I played. That was the last one I played. For the Packers, Pete, Aaron Jones, are you happy with Josh Jacobs? I'm happy with Josh Jacobs. I get it. I do. I'm not happy, but I get it. I don't think we're bringing back Micah Hyde. They're trying to get younger. So, and he doesn't know the scheme. You know? Cheers, folks. But yeah, Packers free agency. You know, Dave Bakhtiari gone, which sucks. You know, he's just a legend, but can't rely on the injury. It just literally cost the Packers probably Super Bowl appearances, potential victories too. So, mocks will start in April. Yeah, mock drafts will start in April. Sam with Fire. Oh, you think it's the worst controversial call in history? Also, what controversial call do you think people overrate in terms of its impact? That's a good question. I think some of the worst, you know, the Fail Mary is always going to be up there. There's no bias there. But it got rid of the replacement refs. You're welcome, league. You're welcome. And then I would say the no call for the Rams Saints game was like so egregious and so bad. You know, that was pretty horrendous. Overrated. All right. I know this is going to sound like complete and total bias, and I get it. It's fine. I'll take it. I think the Des no catch game is like really overrated. And the reason being is because like, I think the Packers just, they were moving the ball on that defense with no problem. Like, I think there was plenty of time left. I think they're going to score. I don't think it changes the outcome of the game, but I understand why Cowboys fans are upset. Jason Tour, whose house? Swerve's house. FLG Tour, Scarlet and Violet's the best Pokemon story. Oh, Brian, late to the party, but damn it, Vikings. Amen. Amen. Doctor with Fire, how about the linebacker from the Packers to 49ers? Not trolling, honest question. Oh, yeah, Devondre Campbell. Devondre Campbell, again, was an all-pro for us, made him an all-pro. Now he's on Instagram saying, like, oh, he wasn't utilized well. Don't know about that. Was dealing with injuries and stuff. I think he's going to be okay, but if he plays like he did this past season, it's not going to go well. Mason Fires, Jamal Adams, a guy the Packers could look at for strong safety, or is he not good? No. No. Do not give me Jamal Adams. No. 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 No, I'd rather not have him. But I don't really have any strong feelings about it. But no, I do not want him. No. It's not a bad question. Just no. No. When you have Seahawks fans telling you to take him, it's not good. It's not good. No. Again, they got Xavier McKinney. Now they either draft or they bring in somebody cheap. As with a fiver, a week 11 episode of the North Saga is close I've gotten to crying over a show. Also, rewatching season 5 of Coach was funny to rewatch this winter. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Brian with Day Tour, don't blame you as a Seahawks fan. Yep. No. Jamal Adams is as good as Devin White in coverage. Yeah. The North Saga was good, Finn. I appreciate that. I think it was some of my best work. You got winning the AFC North. I think it's the Ravens or the Bengals, but I'd lean towards the Ravens, but I'm curious what the Browns are going to do. I'm very curious about that. That's right. Yeah. No, Macy. Yeah, it's just not. You got McKinney. I'm so happy. He was literally my number one targeted free agent because he's young. He's really good. And like he done. Like I'm not saying you're done with safety, but like that's your guy as a safety. Like, so if you bring in a guy from the draft or you bring in another free agent, whatever, like that's the guy who's going to stay there. So I'm so happy. Hey, Stern, I said I'm curious about the Browns. I said I was curious about them. Curious how that defense going to be. We'll see. Derrick Henry trade. It wasn't a trade. He just signed him. I think it's a good pickup. I do. Have I been asked to announce a Packer pick? I have not. I'm also waiting, though, because I'm trying to get for next year. Don't worry, I'm going to be putting the wheels in motion. The wheels in motion will be occurring. Who are we drafting for kicker? I don't know if we are. If we are, it's going to be later, or maybe it's just an undrafted free agent that we're going to bring in. I think they're going to kind of rock with Anders and see if he's okay. Drafting Cooper DeJean. He'd be solid. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But again, like getting McKinney gives you flexibility there. We still need a safety, but and DeJean can play corner or safety, but I think he's going to want to play corner. John Fire, if I take Jamal Adams and give up Deshaun Watson, do I get my should back asking the Browns? No, sorry. No. Janine, to our 1 to 10 rating of Russ the Steelers, I say 5 tops. I actually say it's a 6 or a 7. Hey, from France. Let's go, baby. I say a 6 or a 7 because there's no risk. If he sucks, he sucks. You don't have a backup now, but, Doctor! Welcome to the posse. Gods with a fire. Love how Dallas fans always remember the Des no-catch game, but always seem to forget about the Detroit game the week before. Selective memory. We'll see. What team do you think making the Super Bowl this year? No bias. Packers. Easy. Done. You think I'll have one more interview with Mark Murphy? Yes. I'm hoping to have 2. I was planning on it just being August. I thought about April for a hot second, but I'm probably just gonna go on vacation for the first 5 years instead. So yeah, I do want to talk to Mark Murphy at least one more time. I'd love to talk to him 2 more times though. I want to talk to him this year and then right before he retires. I really want to talk to him. Just kind of like get hey, like you're done. You did it. Now what? Manny, come on. It's so great, though. Thoughts on the 49ers? I think they're still going to be very good. I don't know if they're going to make it to the Super Bowl again, though. Mark Murphy is retiring. Yeah, he has to. Mandatory age retirement. So next year is his last year. So they literally get the draft, and then I think he's gone in July. Which, by the way, I think it's also very funny because... I guess it's not funny. You know what? That's a good perspective. Literally, like, the amount of Packers people that were like, oh, man, Mark Murphy has to retire. And I'm pretty sure I reported on this like 4 years ago because when I interviewed him, and we were like, I'm so surprised. But then, you know what? That's on me. I shouldn't anticipate that people watched. That's fair. John with fire. Soul, not should. Oh, take more money for my error. It's okay. Your soul has been blessed because we take indulgences here. We do. We do. Love, it's not all famer. You know it. You know it. I'm going to try to go to Iceland. I'm trying. We're trying. Trying. Opinions on the Eagles. I like what they're doing for agency. Doctor! Thanks for your 5 membership. How you doing? Appreciate you. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Will the Vikings trip to number 3? I don't think they have the draft capital for it yet. I don't think they do. Unless they start giving up stuff for like next year. I don't know. Not the Packers GM. Not Hector. No. Not the Brian Gutekunst is the Packers GM. Mark Murphy's the Packers president / CEO. Jefferson to the Packers. I'd love it. Never gonna happen though. Never gonna happen. So, yep. Progress to get announced Packers draft pick. No, I'm not trying for this year. I'm trying for next year. Definitely trying for next year. So, who's my favorite player? No bias. Well, it's gonna be a Pat. It was Aaron Jones. Like that sucks. It was Aaron Jones, and then he went to the one effing team that I cannot stand. Cannot stand. Yeah. So like now. Oh man, that's tough. I like Rashawn Gary a lot. I like Jair Alexander a lot too. Probably one of those guys. Aaron Jones pulled a Hollywood Hogan. Dude, like, Aaron Jones was just that guy. Like, he was just the guy you were so proud to be on your team. And, like, you know, at the bare minimum, and I mean this with all, like, love, you know, I get it. I get why he left. I get why the Packers offered him. I get it from both sides. I will say, though, the Vikings, I don't know how he's going to be for the Vikings. I don't know how he's going to play for them. But as a locker room presence, as a community guy, as a just like overall good dude, Vikings are getting a good one. Dr. 5, everyone should draft a kicker. It's the Lions. Ooh. There you go. There you go. You still trying to move to Wisconsin? Yes, I actually virtually looked at a house today. Shout out Stacy. So yes, it wasn't the house. It wasn't the right house. So yes, I am still actively looking. So the search continues. It was funny because I was like, how many years have we been doing this? She's like, 3 years. And I was like, has it been that long already? So 3 years of trying to get a house. 3 years. But I'm not doing 30 and 30 again this year. I'm doing something else, but yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. So, what state do I live in? New York. I'm in New York. So, Cameron Kitchens from Miami. Yeah, actually, it was one of the guys I wanted to talk to when I was at the Combine and I get a chance to. But yeah, no, he'd be pretty cool. Someday, Tom will finally find his soul house. One day. Am I tune into March Madness? Yeah, I'll like kind of keep it on in the background. I'm probably not going to, I'm not going to stream anything. But, bro, I have no idea what's going on. Mars, that's the only warning I'll give you. Do one more fake news, you're gonna have to go on timeout. Nay. Yeah, Jones really is that guy. Yeah, he's like super wholesome. He's super nice. Would you ever visit Tottenham Stadium if you had the chance? Yeah. In the UK? Yeah, I would. Justin Jefferson is not a Texan. No. That is no. All good, Mars. All good. We don't want to do that because then people get excited. You're a Tex fan. Oh my God, dude. You know, that's it. There you go. Handled. All good. 3 least favorite teams: Minnesota Vikings, Seattle Seahawks, 49ers or Bears are up there too. Simply with a tour. Earlier, what do you think our record is to end the year? Yeah, I think like 10, 11 wins. 10, 11 wins. Safari's planning a cruise, don't let him kid you. Nope, I'm not. Nope, I'm not. Not going on a cruise. Cruise is not for me. Cruises are not for me. I'm not like completely against them, but it's not my preferred way of travel. No. That's it. Tom doesn't hate the Lions. Not yet, don't worry. Big Mo, what do you think of the Seahawks right now? Really excited as a fan. Don't know why people are being negative, making good moves. I like Howell. Yeah, linebacker, I think you have to address a bit. That'd be a concern, but I would say overall, I think they're in good shape. They'll be fine. They'll be competitive. Kevin, with 990. Are you serious, Steelers trading Kenny Pickett? Kenny Pickett didn't want to stay? Kenny Pickett didn't want to stay? Bro, my fridge is making noises. Hello? I've also had this literally like, oh God, this is like OG. This is like 2017 maybe? Something like that. So honestly, I got this fridge for free. So, Nichols, thoughts on Alex Wenberg to the Rangers? That's my guy. Scored many goals with him on NHL. Hope he does well. Also, that young guy got suspended from the Rangers, right? Throwing elbows and stuff. That guy who just kept getting his ass kicked. See? Tommy knows a little hockey. Stephanie at 5. Jefferson to Cincy trolling Bengals Twitter was doing this week was hilarious and should still happen. 100%. I mentioned it in the video, too. Wayne, what should the Steelers do about QB depth and wide receiver? Draft. Everybody. And or go get Justin Fields. You know, that's it. Rempe, that's the guy. Yes, that's the guy. I'm sorry. That's pretty impressive. All the stuff's going on. Tom's still like, all right, trying to learn a little bit more about hockey. A little bit more. Do I have a favorite wine? I'm a Riesling guy. I used to be a Moscato guy just because I liked sweet things. Because it's just so sweet. But, yeah, I'm a Riesling guy. I do. Eric, welcome to the posse. Let's go. What happens if a major trade happens when you go on vacation? That's it. So what they fire? Ravens fan, feel like they're out of luck with running backs. Derrick Henry will get injured on his first carry. I hope not. To answer the vacation question, that was a fear for a very long time, including now. Like, I'm like right now. So for example, Max's birthday is in 3 days. And he's having kind of like a party tomorrow. And there's a chance I don't go because, like, I'm doing this. So that's not a complaint. But, like, yeah. That was a thing. But at some point, like, bro, it's been 5 years. Like, not to beat a dead horse. Like, I need to step away for, like, a week and not look at my phone. So I'm looking forward to hopefully doing that at some point. Caleb with fire. Sorry, someone already asked. How do you feel about re-signing Keyshawn? Yeah, I mean, the contract when it first came out scared me. But, you know, he's good corner depth. And as a returner, I don't hate it. Big Mo at Tour. 49ers get worse, better, or stay the same? I'd say a little worse. A little worse with the Lost Farmstead. A little worse. Bow at Tour. Tom, can you give my girlfriend Isabella a shout out? Isabella, shout it out. Doctor to fire. Number 3, number 4 most hated team is the 49ers. Really? Maybe your head coach takes a day off on playing the 49ers. His track record versus them is meh at best. Yeah, but the thing is, like, we only really see them during the playoffs when they haunt me. Seahawks, it's deep-rooted. Vikings, makes sense. But yeah, they're going to be like number 3. You have to really step it up if you want to move into like the top 2. So trying to live around Milwaukee. We won't try. Jeremy, we sure an easy way for teams to keep at least one legendary player to allow them to retire with the team without worrying about the cap hit. We'd love to see Wagner retire as a Seahawk. Yeah, that's the business. That's the freaking business, unfortunately. You know, like Ryan Grant tweeted about that too. Like when Aaron Jones got released, he's like, this whole loyalty thing, it's a fan constructed thing, which really hurts to hear, right? Because I've said this forever. It is the game of football. I love the game of football. Then you find a team that you love, but then you fall in love with the players, right? And so you love those players. And so because of that, there's like that emotional connection with them of like, yeah, I want them on my favorite team forever. And when they're not, it's like, oh, well, this is horrible. But like, that's where the business side comes out. Janine Couture, happy birthday, Max. Please come back for a Q&A. There you go. There you go. Aaron Donald retiring, one of the best to ever do it. One of the best to ever do it. So, yeah. How did Brian Branch feeling? Oh, it was awesome. Meeting Brian Branch and his brother was awesome. It was really cool. It was really, really fun. They were super dope people, too. All right, folks. I gotta go back to work. I'm gonna go... Oh, I haven't eaten dinner either. Okay. I'm gonna go eat dinner and then go back to work. What if they trade AJ Dillon for Braylon Allen? Oh, it's not gonna be a trade, but I wouldn't be surprised. Because the AJ Dillon contract is nothing. Like, they could cut him tomorrow and it would make a difference. So, all right. Food and then that. But folks, I appreciate the heck out of you. Next week is most likely going to be a much longer Q&A just because it's been a week here. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll rock and roll. We will consume. But I appreciate the hell out of you. Probably going to be more content coming out tomorrow. Gods with Fire. Now here's some Bengals news. My initial reaction, ask Mama what she thinks about it. Kitty goes meow, baby. Kitty goes meow. Folks, appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack Go. La 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 la.